To Mount Vernon Rams Football on WMIX. Rams Football is powered by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. You can also watch Rams Football with streaming video on MyWinnersRadio.com. Powered by Dale Charlie Davidson. Rams Football is also sponsored by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon. Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Banterra Bank. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Heartland Accounting. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski for Mount Vernon Rams Football from a WMIX Sports mobile studios driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Rams pregame starts now.
And we welcome you back to Mascoutah, where the Rams and Indians are going to give it another go. Of course, you heard us start our Rams pregame a little bit earlier. Good evening once again. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Jeff Crow, helping bring you streaming video on MyWithersRadio.com. And, of course, on your radio tonight, we have Avery Barton back at the Mount Vernon Studios. Glad to have you with us. Rams pregame rolls on. The Rams are 0-1 on the year. They lost 54-22 to Rochester last week against the defending back-to-back 4A state champions. Today it is the Mascoutah Indians, a team that the Rams battled close last year at home, losing 19-16. This year they do it again. Mascoutah off a nice win against Central a week ago. And Danny Czerwinski, this could shape up to be a great rematch. It's going to be up to Mother Nature, obviously, and up to who can hang on to the football.
Anything can happen. You have a situation where both teams have been locked up in the gym for 30 minutes. They're going to roll them out here, and in 5 minutes they're going to start this thing. And both teams have in a situation here. They're going to have to be ready to go. I think the rain, the weather, the wet field is going to favor Mount Vernon a little bit with their running game. But, again, as we have been told, Chris, we need to mention this. Word around the press box is if we have another bolt of lightning here this evening, we will be calling this game. That's the word that we have gotten here, so who knows how long we'll be here. We're hoping to get this entire football game in.
We do know if we're not here to finish the night, we will be back here on Monday. Time, of course, to be announced if that were to happen, but obviously we are hoping to get this one in. Radar, as of right now, looks promising. There are some cells crossing the river south of Festus, Missouri, near St. Genevieve that would cross, and because of the trajectory of what is now Tropical Depression Isaac, and of course the Tropical Depression does keep its name if it has been a hurricane at one time or a tropical storm, but TD Isaac, of course, with the way its trajectory and how it has come across, the cell near Festus and what is building near St. Genevieve, Missouri, and crossing the river north of Chester, of course, northwest, would be on a collision course with us. So we certainly hope that that doesn't happen. We hope that it stays away. And, of course, as you know, still under a tornado watch until 10 o'clock, so things could get interesting here on the western side of southern Illinois. But we're glad to be with you. While we're here on your Rams pregame show, we will try to get you some sort of Central Christian Church starting lineup coming up a little bit later on. Other games in the South are underway. We'll try to get you a Tony Welch scoreboard update as well. All of that is to come here on your Rams pregame show. Glad to have you with us. Video online at MyWithersRadio.com is powered by Dale's Harley Davidson. They trade for anything. No smoke in the mirror deals at Dale's. Bikes as low as $29.95. A party every weekend, and Dale's is the only Harley dealer in Southern Illinois that offers a 10-year life cycle warranty. Dale's Harley Davidson in Mount Vernon on Facebook, Twitter, and at dales-hd.com. We appreciate Dale's for helping bring the streaming video. We also appreciate Community First Bank of the Heartland. They are your voice of the Mount Vernon Rams here on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. We certainly could not do it without ComFirst as well. With that said, we need to head out to a first break of this Ram pregame. This is Rams football presented by Community First Bank.
High school sports are here, and the WMIX Saturday Sports Show is where you can stay up to date in the world of local sports. In fact, it's the only sports show to be recognized by the Illinois Broadcasters Association as a top feature radio program. Tune us in every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, only on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. The Saturday Sports Show is presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The 2012 model year in clearance event is in full swing. Hi, Mike Russell, General Manager, Medford Salem. If a deal is what you've been waiting for, now is the time. On select models, choose from 0% financing or rebates up to $6,000. Trade your current vehicle in and receive up to a $1,000 additional rebate on many models. Are you a Farm Bureau member? Great. Receive an additional $500 on most models. You can see the time to save is now. Come see us at Schmidt Ford of Salem, 1815 West Main, Salem, Illinois. Or give us a call at 618-548-1711.
Do you feel like there just isn't enough time to get everything done? Back-to-school errands taking up all of your spare time? Hi, this is Monica Wilt with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon, and I can help. Sign up for online banking at peoplesnationalbank.com and save time by paying all of your bills on the web. Just set up a vendor, enter the amount, and you're done. Online banking from People's National Bank. Let us help you take back your spare time.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Midlake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Midlake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts. I'm meteorologist John Feark. Look at your next rad weather. A tornado watch is in effect until 10 p.m. We'll have showers and a few heavy gusty thunderstorms in the area tonight. From Isaac, any thunderstorm can produce an isolated tornado. We'll watch for localized flooding as well, of 73. Showers and thunderstorms around tomorrow night, and Sunday from Isaac. We'll continue to watch for the threat for some flooding. High tomorrow, 79. Sunday's high, 84. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois. Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square on WMIX.
And we definitely welcome you back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square of Mount Vernon. And, wow, looks like we are going to go ahead and get underway here, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. I did not expect that. I thought we were going to have some more time of pregame. My apologies, but away we will go. A little bit of a late start, kicking off, of course, for the Mount Vernon Rams. It will be number 4, Patrick Bradford, back to receive for Mascoutah as they go right to left. And this one's going to be slippery. It is back to about the 15. Mascoutah on the Indians. It'll be Mike Beeker running it back up the right side. Gets past about the 35, where he'll finally fall as he slips on the grass. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mascoutah Indians, deep in their own territory, about the 35-yard line, as we are 7 seconds in here in Mascoutah. We apologize. We'll not get Central Christian Church starting lineups in on this one. Of course, you can log on to thenewscentral.com and watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. Log on to thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church is loving God and loving people. Glad to have you with us. WMIX and MyWeathersRadio.com. First play from scrimmage will come out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 35. The quarterback, Lindsey, looking down the field, rolls to his right, finds an open man, Beeker at midfield. Goes towards his right about the 45-40, breaks the tackle, pulled down about the 35. Wow, what a play by the Indians to start on their first play from scrimmage. Moves the chains, and with 11:44 to play in this first quarter, well underway, and a great drive thus far for the Indians. One play.
Blown coverage. 30-yard pass play starts them off. They're going to keep passing, wet football or not. Mascoutah running this shotgun offense, much like Rochester, going at it again, wanting the football.
They'll stay out of the shotgun. Spread formation here with a single back in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff up to the front. I did not see who it was. Looked like it was Preston Ellington. Oh, we do have our starters.
And Ellington goes for another first down for about 10. 2 plays, 2 first downs for Mascoutah. Not good in this situation.
And with 11:30 to play here in the first quarter, we're delayed start. Some lightning was in the neighborhood. Out of the shotgun, it will be the quarterback, Zach Lindsey, again with a single back. Man in motion is going to be Baker from right to left. Lindsey looked to have kept it himself. Rams defense wasn't buying the fake, and that'll be pushed back. It'll be a loss of what? Maybe about 3. We'll see where they spot. It'll be 2nd and long now for the Indians. 11:05 to play in the first. Rams football course presented by Community First Bank. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. Back out of the shotgun for Lindsey and the Indians. Thought they might have had a man off sides for the Rams. They did. And now it'll go forward 5 yards for Mascoutah.
We'll see since they stopped play dead. And it'll be on Mount Vernon, according to White Hat, who's making his way over. We are in speed-up mode here tonight. There probably will be a shortened halftime, I would suspect.
I would have to say that you are absolutely right.
Some games being played now tonight, some not. This one going, and I would say they're going to try to get this one in rather than have to try to make that trip back over here Monday, which is what the plan is with another lightning bolt.
Could very well be interesting. 10:39 to play in the first. Now the shotgun, Lindsey looking immediately to his right, looking to go right towards the end zone. Had a man coming up the right side. There will be a flag on the play. Incomplete in the end zone it was. It looked like it was intended.
The only way it could be is a hold.
Maybe McNair intended target on that one. Falls incomplete, and that'll bring up third down.
A flag back in the end zone. We'll see what the penalty is. And they're marching Mascoutah back.
On that play, it looked like it was an intended target, maybe in the corner, disrupted
Maybe
by
not.
McNair.
They're talking to Mascoutah. To me, of course, in high school, pass interference is pass interference. It's not a case of catchable or not as it is in the NFL. And the referees are talking with the purple-clad Indians, and the quarterback comes out clapping his hands. So this looks like a pass interference penalty on Mount Vernon, and that's what it is. That's a 10-yard penalty and a first down for the Mascoutah Indians.
So Mascoutah Indians marching down the field here on their first possession. Opening drive in Mascoutah. Glad to have you with us. WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Double back set now. The shotgun. Lindsey almost brought down the backfield, able to shake his man. Goes up the right side past the far hash. Down inside, maybe right at the 5-yard line for a gain of 5. It'll bring up second and goal.
And Lindsey's an all-around guy. He's got a chance to be all-time leading passer here in school history. He's only a junior.
So that'll bring up second and goal for Mascoutah. Lindsey brings everybody back, full house. Looking to hand off to Beaker, maybe between the hashes just inside the far, and it's going to be a loss of a couple. It'll bring up third and goal.
It is fast, a fast offense. But the thing is about Mascoutah, the thing is they will go quickly up to the line of scrimmage. You're going to play signaled in from half from the sideline. So we'll see if Mount Vernon, after being with Rochester last week, can handle the offense a little bit better.
3rd and 10 out of the shotgun for Lindsey. He's looking to his left, looking for Beaker. Ooh, had him roughly in the flat, and it'll fall incomplete.
Had him pass out through the hands, wet, but the Mount Vernon defense was there. That play was not going to go anywhere at all.
9:37 to play in the opening quarter. Glad to have you with us. WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com. It'll bring up 4th and goal now from the 10 for the Indians here. And the Rams looking to come up with a big stop on this drive. And what a big one that would be here if they could just hold it to 3. It'll be Austin Waugh on to kick the field goal. Looks to be of about 28 yards. The hold is down. It was sloppy. That's veering towards the right. It sneaks in the upright. It's good. 3-0, Mascoutah on top. 9:33 to go here in the first quarter. And, Danny, I thought that was a great job by the Rams defense, all things considered.
We'll take a 28-yard field goal. In that case, Mount Vernon did not allow the touchdown. Defense bent, gave up 3 points. But it is a case Mount Vernon's down 3-0 after that field goal, but that's a win in our book.
See what the Rams have to muster here. Of course, we are presented by, however, Community First Bank of the Heartland. 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
That drive, Chris, went 10 plays, started at the 37-yard line, ended up in a field goal. So Mascoutah was able to score on 10 plays, and the 11th one, of course, was the field goal that went in.
Of course, for the Rams, back to return the kickoff. On the far side, it'll be DeVar Davis. On the near, it'll be Derek Hunter. Kicking off will be number 4, Austin Waugh, the 5'10" class as a junior.
To tidy that up a little bit, Chris, it was 11 plays in 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go that yardage, as I mentioned.
Interesting. As we wait the kickoff. Hunter will stand at about the 5 here on the near hash. On the far side, it'll be Davis. Now Hunter comes up to about the 10. Don't think it's going to have a lot of distance tonight on the kickoff, but we'll see. Here comes Waugh's kick. It'll be a line drive through the hands of Davis. It'll fall into the end zone. And that is going to be a touchback.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Rams here on their own 20.
Yep, goes through the hands, through the end zone. Once it breaks the plane of the goal line, the ball, it is a 20-yard. It's a touchback, and the Rams will have 80 yards to go. And we'll see in this wet weather, slick field, if the Rams can have as much success this week as they did last week early and often against Rochester running the football.
Of course, we ask those of you watching on MyWithersRadio.com, of course, to bear with us as you will see some varied images up here in the booth, actually on camera due to the reflection from the light and from the rain and from everything. But we are making the best of it here. Clayton Reeves and the Mount Vernon Rams step on the field offensively for the first time. They'll have Young split to the right. Split to the left, I would assume Bradford there on the far. It'll be Reeves under center, a couple of backs, and his tailback will be Travis Mitchell. Wow, so Mitchell will get the lead carry of the game, and he'll gain maybe 4 up the left side to bring up 2nd and 6.
Boy, Mitchell was very aggressive off that snap, going forward almost. That's simultaneously as the snap. Got that ball and ran hard for about 7 yards. That's a good start.
9:09 to play here in the first quarter. The Indians lead the Rams 3-0. Of course, their opening drive darn near stalled, but on a 4th and goal, dropped about a 27-yard field goal to make it 3-0, sneaking it in the right upright. So wingbacks here for the Rams, split to the right. It'll be Reeves under center. Trying to get the Indians to jump. Looks like they might have flinched there off the right end, and that could give the Rams a first. Whoa. They gave more yardage than what I thought they did.
Yeah, 8 yards, probably about 8-yard gain, and then the fact that Mascoutah just jumped. It's a 5-yard penalty, and the first Mount Vernon first down. And that is a good start. Mount Vernon really, Clayton Reeves went up to the line. He really didn't do a lot of voice inflection and or wanting to move like we saw last night in the game. It was just kind of went up there and barked out some signals, changed his voice, and Mascoutah jumped.
So 1st and 10 from the Ram 33 for Mount Vernon. 8:50 to play in the opening quarter. Still 3-0 Mascoutah. Double wingback set here. Let's see what happens with the Rams. Looks like it's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Looks like Doug Gardner that time will get the call to be a carry of about 1 yard to bring up 2nd and 9 from about the 34. But they may spot this a little bit better, and they do. It's a 2-yard gain. 8:30 to play here in the first, as this is going to be a quick-moving game. Got started late, lightning delay here. A couple of bolts of lightning, a few Quinta, so to speak.
Yeah, lots of games played, but lots of games delayed to Monday. It's almost like triple-header weekend going on for high school football fans.
You bet it is. They're going to split Young to the right. Have a man in the slot. That looks like it's Robert Grider on the right. Man in motion. It's going to be Mitchell. Quick pitch coming to the near side. Mitchell's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 30. That'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 13 for the Rams here with 8 to play in the opening quarter. Still 3-0 Mascoutah.
On this wet turf, you cannot go side to side. You're going to be very difficult to run a lot of sweeps and jet sweeps left to right here tonight. Your deal, if you're going to do that, you're going to have to run a reverse to get the defense to try to chase and overplay. In that case, Mitchell was stuck out there because he cannot cut. Fast guys do not like fields like this, and he couldn't cut in that situation.
Don't forget, you can monitor the score updates from tonight on Twitter. Follow us at WMIX Sports. So 2nd and about 12 for the Rams. There's going to be a man in motion. Slipped handoff, but it was recovered. And it's still going to be a loss for the Rams. Looks like it might have been picked up by Mitchell in the backfield. If not Mitchell, it was Gardner. And so the Rams able to salvage a little bit of yardage there, and that could have been disastrous.
Could have been ugly, but Mount Vernon able to get that ball back. Now the rain has pretty well stopped here. We're looking on the track where some of the water is puddled up. Mount Vernon will have to punt. The wind was blowing hard into their face early. Not as much now, so Mount Vernon needs a good punt here and punt it away, and hopefully that ball will bounce and run away.
Of course, a drive that looked like it was going to be promising stalls deep in Ram territory. 6:55 to play in the opening quarter. Back to return. It'll be Beaker between the hashes at about the 30 for Mascoutah. The Rams going left to right. The Indians going right to left. Rams in their away whites tonight. Black numerics trimmed in orange, solid black helmets, black pants, while the Indians are in their home purple with white numerics and white pants and helmets. It'll be Bradford to punt. The lefty able to get it off. It's going to come towards the near side of the hash, take a bump. It'll get about to the 20, 15, 10. And that's going to be a great punt by Pat Bradford.
I'm telling you right now, that was impressive. The way he kicked that ball was on the ground. You can see just kind of like a golf ball you hit. Has a little arch and a hump back of it. It's going to hit and forward bite, go forward. That ball hit, and on this hard ground without a lot of rain, it rolled forward, and Mount Vernon got a nice pump. And, of course, Pat Bradford, his punting average will go up on that kick.
Well, and, of course, you look at things, Danny, to look at some of the ruts. There's a few, field looks great. There's just a few ruts here at about the 45 on the near side, and they're pretty well almost already dry. That is how dry it has been in this drought-like atmosphere over the summer. 6:25 to go on the change of possession. We're in the first quarter, 3-0 Indians. Out of the shotgun will work Lindsey. Plenty of options, both sides, left and right. Giving chase will be the Ram linebacker, and it'll be complete on the right side. Inside first down yardage at about, that'll be Robert Pearson.
I got a flag in the backfield, though.
There you go.
That
Still working on the football sign language. We'll get there.
Yeah.
My bad. Looks like it's going to go on Mascoutah. 6:17 to play in the opening quarter. Glad to have you with us. We'll have a Rend Lake College player of the game in the post-game show, and, of course, at Rend Lake College, you get a quality education and save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu. to see which program is right for you.
This kind of reminds me, sitting here with these umbrellas up here, that the old Ron Santo, Pat Hughes story at Shea Stadium when people are standing up and Ron didn't turn off the mic and was yelling at people, telling them to sit down. That came in over Cubs baseball. It's a holding penalty on Mascoutah. That's -10. So Mascoutah has 2 penalties for 15 yards, as does Mount Vernon. So that play goes for naught. -10 on the penalty. We'll do it again.
So
it's actually not raining. I don't know why this umbrella needs to be up, but that's just my opinion.
I totally feel you on that. Split to the right, it will be Pearson. Split to the left, it'll be Wall out of the shotgun. Although pinched a little bit, will be Lindsay. It'll be 1st and 21, I believe, on the 1 in Mascoutah territory. They are pinned back deep with 6:15 to play in the opening quarter. Still 3-0 Indians. Their first drive is a field goal. It's going to be a handoff to Beaker. Trying to go off tackle up the right side. Still within the far hash. Looks like he might have gotten a couple on the play. It'll bring up second. Still long. Be second about 18 from about the 3.
This is where Mount Vernon's defense needs to step up. Maybe you stun a little bit here. Not a lot. Maybe you send a linebacker in. You got to make a play here where you got Mascoutah standing in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 10.
They're going to put Beaker in the left slot, McNair in the right slot. Still the same personnel with Beaker in motion. They're going to fake a throw on a sweep up the right side. This could be as Beaker is able to shake a tackle at about the 15. Gets to the 20 as he cut back to the far sideline. That's going to be a nice gain there for Mike Beaker.
And you can see, Chris, what sold that was the fake pass by the quarterback. The linebackers froze. And once the linebackers freeze like that, the running back's going to gain 3 or 4 or 5 yards at the high school level because linebackers are froze, and that's what happened.
5:17 to play in the first quarter. 3-0 Indians. 3rd and 4 now for the Indians. As they're looking to roll out of the shotgun, it'll be Lindsay again. Let's see what he can do against the Ram defense. Did he dial his own number that time? If so, he's going to be stuffed near the original line of scrimmage as he's put back for a few.
That was Preston Ellington with the ball. He did not get much.
I see.
No run. 2nd and 5. And now, again, got some pump. Boy, the yardage marker behind over there. Holy cow. Colorado and Missouri called and said, that's nothing on us.
It is 4th down and about 3. Ball is on the 18 for the Indians. Back to possibly return. It'll be Doug Gardner. Near midfield, stepping up along that far hash. The punter will be the quarterback, Lindsay, and that's going to be a tight spiral. Actually, no, it's to Hunter. He's in Ram territory, crosses midfield about the 40, gets to about the 35 between the hashes, shakes his own man as he has to fight for yardage at about the 34-yard line in Mascoutah territory. So a decent return under the circumstances.
Huge.
Had a lot of white jerseys in the way.
Huge, Chris, because he comes up and fields it in the air. If he lets it bounce, it's probably going to go 25 yards back that way. He catches it on the fly, dodges 2 of the spear guys coming up front, splits those 2, gets to the right side of the field and gets it down to the Mascoutah 34-yard line. I mean, this is huge for Mount Vernon right now. Short field, opportunity to score a touchdown here.
This is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. 4 past the top of the hour, the 8 o'clock hour in the Central Time Zone. Reeves will be under center to start. A couple of wingbacks, split left and split right on the Ram offense. In motion, it'll be Mitchell. There's going to be a flag on the play in the backfield. Reeves has to keep it. Looked like it might have been a botched snap. He gets to about the 30, maybe about the 32-yard line on the right.
Probably going to start with a penalty in motion. Yep, legal shift, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty on Mount Vernon, so -5 on the penalty to start, 1st and 15.
1st and 15 from about the 39-yard line. The ball should be spotted probably on the near hash. 4:13 to play in the opening quarter. Indians on top 3-0 after the field goal on their opening drive. And this is going to be one, Danny, where possession of the football and maintaining possession of the football is going to be key with the wet field down there, though actually it looks to be drying out rather nicely.
Well, the rain has stopped. That was the key. About an hour ago, it was pretty well monsoon out of the south. Rain has stopped. The field is wet. The footballs are getting wet. Mount Vernon actually soaked some of their practice footballs yesterday to get used to playing with a football. And that's a little different playing yesterday on a dry, hard practice field or J.D. Shields, and then using it both where the field's wet and the footballs are wet today.
I certainly hope that that's something that helps out tonight. 3:58 to play in the opening quarter. Reeves under center. He's going to send Grider in motion. It's going to be a pitch to that left side. Grider's going to have to get out of the backfield. Can't. That'll be a loss of more. So that'll be a 2-yard loss for the Rams. That'll bring up second at about 17. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Again, side to side and pitches. You got that. You sweeps, jet sweeps are not going to work today. It's just too slick out there. Quick runners can't make that turn. You either got to get in the gap and run forward against the defense, or you're going to have to do a reverse back there to get the defense swayed to one side of the field and let them come back to you. That's the issue of running those sweeps on a night like tonight.
Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on WMIX. Jeff Crow with us as well, bringing you streaming video on mywithersradio.com. We have Avery Barton back at the Mount Vernon studios. Split to the right for the Rams. It will be number 7, Jacoby Marshall. Dialing up a running play here. The whistle blows the play dead. So we have a timeout. Timeout will be on the Rams. They have 2 remaining here in the first half. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon are proud to be new sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. A Medicine Shop timeout. Danny, of course, we do have some scores rolling in. We get a late start. Some of our brethren to the south able to get underway early, not affected by the storm system yet.
Let's see. Centralia Bethalto delayed over to our west. Marion leads Mattoon the second 7-0. Carmi and JC will play Monday night at 6:30. At the half, Chester over the Red Devils of Cesar Valera Waltonville Woodlawn 25-0. El Dorado over CZR 14-0. Vienna and Hamilton County will play on Monday night at 6:30. Harrisburg and DuQuoin at the half 0-0. Callaway County leads Massac County 22-0. AJ leads Murphy 8-0 at first. That is delayed. At the half, Pinckneyville leads West Frankfort 14-0. Early on, Carterville over St. Joe 7-0 and delayed over to our east. Mater Dei leads Nashville at Nashville 13-0.
Scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, see Tony Wilt. Come join the State Farm team located at the corner of 42nd South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. Walk in, call in, or click in like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Pitch coming up the right side. It's to Mitchell. Gets to about the 40 on the near sideline, down at about the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6. However, it'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Rams as we drop below the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter.
Missed opportunity here, Chris. Clayton Reeves comes back in, 3rd down. See if they got a play to get a first down. You'd hate to give up this good field position, not get any points for it whatsoever.
See what they come up with here. Of course, Tony Wilt's online at TonyWilt.com. He brought you that scoreboard update a moment ago. You can find plenty of updates on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We hope you'll follow us on Twitter. Under center for Reeves. Split to the right. It'll be Young. We had a man in motion looking to pass, rolling to his left. Reeves going to have to keep it himself. It's going to be a foot race. Breaks one tackle. Now gets to the near sideline. Dives out of bounds. The question is, did he get enough yardage? Doesn't look like it from here as he got within the 30.
He got enough down there, Chris, to make a measurement. That football's awful snug on that pile, or I should say that first down marker over there. They have 4th down up, but if I'm Jared Shaner, I want to make sure. Now, boys, if that football's forward, that stick can't go there. Okay, I see it now. Short by about a yard.
So the question is, do you go ahead and go for it? Rams are lining up as if they are. Split to the right, it's Young. Couple of wing backs. It'll be Grider to the right, Mitchell on the left. Gardner's the tailback for Reeves under center. 1:49 to play here in the first. 3-0 Mascoutah on top after a 27-yard field goal on their opening drive. Reeves looks towards the left sideline, looking for instructions from coach.
Keep it.
Keeping it himself. Looks like he has the yardage. Make it pushed ahead for a gain of 2. Should be a first down for the Rams, and that'd be a great 4th down conversion for Mount Vernon at the minute 34 mark.
Case on that with a wet field. Bunched the linemen in. You don't get your gaps on your linemen. You get foot to foot. Don't a lot of space between your line. Snap it to Reeves directly. He has to pause and wait and decide which gap he's going to go. If he's going to go to 1 hole or 2 hole off the center, he goes forward, gets 3 or 4 for the first down.
1:30 to play here in the opening quarter. And what do we have?
What happened? Timeout, Mascoutah.
Mascoutah takes a timeout. Hey, guess what? This timeout's presented by the Medicine Shop. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon are proud to be new sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. We welcome you aboard the broadcast. Of course, got started a little late. Those of you who have stuck around, we appreciate it. A lot of people in attendance under the circumstances, I think. Mascoutah, a nice crowd here at home. Rams faithful traveled well, knowing that they would be in for Tropical Depression Isaac. And thankfully, some of the expected severe weather has stayed away thus far. The tornado watch for most of the area until about 10 still. Thankfully, haven't had to use any of that. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Jeff Crow with us as well. Avery Barton is back at the studios in Mount Vernon. Don't forget, stay up to date on Twitter as I over-enunciate at WMIX Sports.
The thing about it is, too, Mount Vernon fans, after last week, nobody in Southern Illinois is going to beat Rochester. Important game for Mount Vernon here. Feel like you can get one here if you play your cards right.
Got to set the tone. This will be the first time in many moons the Rams, if they can get a win here, haven't started 0-2 on the season. 1:28 to go in the first.
I can look that up later.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Since I've been doing it, it hasn't happened.
I know it.
It's been a few, but they've had some successful 0-2 starts and made the postseason. Not a lot of teams can say that. As it'll be trying to go up the middle here at the 123 mark on a 1st and 10 from the Mascoutah 22. Didn't get much.
Clock ticking quickly here. Not much up the middle there that time. Mascoutah did a good job. Looked like film watching, as they say. Mascoutah knew what was going to happen on that, and that's a credit to the coaching staff of Mascoutah and also the defense for the Indians.
About a minute to play here in the first quarter. 3-0 Mascoutah on top. Again, they had an opening drive field goal as they almost stalled out in the red zone. Under the center, it will be Clayton Reeves. Grider, Gardner, and Mitchell are your backs. It is going to be coming up the right side. They fooled me on that one. It'll be up the near side for Mitchell. Mitchell was able to get to about, the 22 for a gain of nothing.
Couple yards maybe. Well, again, sweeps and side to sides for the offense is not going to work tonight. Your fast guys don't like this kind of field condition. They don't feel comfortable with the spikes underneath them as Reeves runs in with the play from Coach Shaner here. 3rd down and 10.
It's about a
2-down territory, basically.
About a 3.8 differential from play clock to game clock. So they will have to get a play off here. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the Mascoutah 22. Ball in the near hash. They're going to split to the left and right. One in the slot is going to be Grider. They're going to look for a quick connect just beyond the reach of Robert Grider. It'll bring up 4th and 10. So there will be one more play to go here in the quarter with 5 seconds left. 3-0 Mascoutah. Well, there's that.
There is that.
With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dixon, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. 5 seconds to go. Here come the rains again. It's that cell we were watching earlier finally getting here.
Long as there's no lightning, we'll have the rain.
5 seconds to go. First quarter action on the road at Mascoutah. 3-0 Indians on top. The Rams are going to go for it here on 4th down. Split to the right. Looked like it was going to be Young.
Delay a game.
Have a delay a game.
Yeah, that hurts. Because now that makes it 4th and 15. The 4th penalty for Mount Vernon here in the first quarter.
Woof. So that'll bring 4th and 15 from about the 27-yard line. Glad to have you with us on MyWithersRadio.com. Of course, due to these circumstances, Tropical Depression Isaac rolling through the area. Of course, we're inside with the camera, so you're seeing a lot of window and a lot of light. We apologize for that.
Might see our figures eventually on.
More mine than yours.
I'm off in the corner. I don't like spotlight.
So the more handsomer of the two is the one not on camera. So we will have a man in motion. It'll be Grider, and we'll have another flag on the play.
That'll be a motion on Mount Vernon. That'll make it 4th and 20. Ugh. Running out of feet to shoot.
Bang, bang in the foot. Hey, we saw the same thing at the same time. Just took me longer to say it. 4.5 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And it seems to be a quarter thus far that just will not end. This was pretty quick under the circumstances.
5th penalty for 30 yards for Mount Vernon here in this first quarter.
Oh, man.
As a light rain starts, stops. It's going to be one of those 3 days, folks. Not a lot to do outside. Hopefully this game can get in because you don't want to start a game, have to stop for a day or two, and then come back and play it again.
They're going to try to kick off at 8:30 in Bethalto, the Orphans and the Civic Memorial Eagles. See what happens here for the Rams. 4th and 20 from the Mascoutah 32. 4.5 ticks left to go in the quarter. Reeves is rolling to his left, and that's going to be a wet ball throw to the left. Nobody there. And the Rams will turn it over on downs on the Mascoutah 32. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians going right to left. 1 second left in this first quarter.
Missed opportunity, felt like there.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Started with a Derek Hunter punt return. And what was a beautiful return. And first of all, he's able to nab it and able to bring it across midfield and got into great field position. Penalties hurt the Rams. With 1 second left to go in the quarter, it'll be out of the shotgun for Lindsey and the Indians. Lindsey's looking to pass, has Beekert up central. Instead goes to the right. He's able to find Robert Pearson, who looks like he got first down yardage as he rolls along that far hash past the 40 down to about the 42-yard line. And that will conclude your first quarter. So it should be either 2nd and short or 1st and 10 for the Indians when we come back. At the end of the first quarter, the Mascoutah Indians 3, the Mount Vernon Rams nothing. This is Rams football on WMIX.
I'm meteorologist John Fear. Good look at your next rad weather. A tornado watch is in effect until 10 p.m. We'll have showers and a few heavy gusty thunderstorms in the area tonight. From Isaac, any thunderstorm can produce an isolated tornado. We'll watch for localized flooding as well on 73. Showers and thunderstorms around tomorrow night, and Sunday from Isaac. We'll have to continue to watch for the threat for some flooding. High tomorrow, 79. Sunday's high, 84. Next rad weather from WMIX, down Vernon, Illinois.
At Banterra, we understand that banking is a relationship. It's a friendly face that knows your name, understands your needs, supports your goals. Banterra offers a complete range of personal and business banking products with competitive rates and loans that range from small projects to multi-million-dollar opportunities. We offer conveniences such as online banking, mobile banking, and direct deposit. A strong community bank with exceptional customer service, Banterra is a smart choice for your banking needs. Banterra Bank, a proud supporter of Southern Illinois high school sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether it's 3G Wi-Fi, in-dash navigation, a power sliding rear window, or one of over a dozen other cool available features, the 2012 Dodge Ram 1500 is full of innovation.
This is Rams Football on WMIX, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back here to Rams Football, WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com, of course. We're glad to have you with us. We start the second quarter. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 42-yard line for the Indians. Quick connect to Beekert in the backfield. He's able to stay on his feet past the 45 between the hashes near midfield at about the 47. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll move the chains for the Indians. Brings up fresh 1st and 10.
The other first down. You can feel Mascoutah starting to feel their oats here a little bit. Getting a little rhythm.
Fresh into the second quarter, WMIX with video on MyWithersRadio.com. Of course, your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. It'll be a quick play up to, it looked like, Ellington up the left side, gets to midfield, gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Wow. You've got to make some plays defensively. Get Mascoutah back on their heels a little bit.
So out of the shotgun for Lindsey, split to the right, 1 on the left, a couple in each, or 1 in each slot, I should say, with a lone man in the backfield with him. He's looking for the quick pass to Watt, about the 40 in Ram territory. Drops incomplete.
Well, this
is 3rd and 7.
That's the thing, Chris. Mascoutah is a passing team. They like to throw it. They had a lot of yardage last week. In fact, threw for 173 yards. 26 times they put the ball in the air. On a rainy night, you're not going to be able to do that.
So 3rd and 7 now. Ball at midfield, spotted on the far hash. Beekert will be in motion. It's going to be a sweep up this near side. Let's see what he can get. Giving a man chasing. He'll break for it. Gets down to about the 40. Gets in the Ram territory, of course, down at about the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of roughly 11. It'll be 1st and 10 for Mascoutah on top 3-0 here with 11:03 to play in the half.
When you can do stuff like that as a quarterback, it's good. And that makes him a multiple threat with the football.
Let's see what happens here. Lindsey will continue out of the shotgun. Ellington will be behind him. Out of the pistol. Looking for the handoff. Play action. Is able to connect to Pearson here on the near side. He almost broke a tackle. Give credit, of course, to Zane Young for sticking with, and that'll be a gain of not as much as it could have been.
Well, key is the short passes. And you can tell that Mascoutah is going to try not to throw the ball too deep down the field. They're going to short pass things, and when they do that, they're going to be able to make catches a little bit easier and move the football.
10:29 to go in the half. 3-0 Indians on top. They're looking to march again. Lindsey, your quarterback. 3 backs in the backfield. This time it's going to go to Lindsey on the keeper. Gets down to about the 30, maybe a gain of 1. He kept it himself in a short yardage situation. Let's see if he gets it. That was a good stop by Armstrong. They're up the middle.
Yep.
Just inside the near hash. We'll see.
2 downs to get a first down for Mascoutah in a spread offense. They get stuff in.
A good stop. He did not get to the 30.
Nope.
Which is where I had him. Of course, I originally had him at about the 31, so I may have just been a yard off the entire time. 9:50 to play in the first half. Rams football, of course, on WMIX. Glad to have you. This time it's going to be Lindsey trying to flick it out to the right side for Beekert. He has first down yardage and more. Just shy. Gets in past the 25, down to about the 23. It'd be a gain of about 6.
The worrisome part right now, Chris, the offensive line for Mascoutah is blasting those white jerseys of Mount Vernon back. And when you blast people back, you get big yardage, and that's what's going on. And unfortunately for Mount Vernon, they got to stand up and do something here.
Wind the clock, 9:38 to go in the half. 3-0 Indians looking to threaten. 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Beekert's in the slot on the left. In the slot on the right, it'll be Tyler McNair. Lindsey looking to pass, and he will rush up the right side. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Not a gain of much, it'll be a gain of about 3 maybe for 2nd and 7.
Think about this, another long drive going on. That's what hurts Mount Vernon's defense. Got to get quick, get off the field.
So we'll pass the 9-10 mark of the second quarter. Still 3-0 Indians on top. Tomorrow's a day that anything could happen. Are you ready? When you meet with Sarah Staley at Country Financial Mount Vernon, you get a one-on-one relationship and a plan that meets your goals. Country Financial, what's your idea of financial security? Lindsey's rolling to his left off a play action. He's got to throw across the body, flows up a butterfly. It'll sting like a bee as it goes to the ground. Good tip there out of the defensive secondary.
Hard to explain.
By Doug Gardner.
Hard to explain to high school kids, Chris, that when you're rolling to your left, you got a guy in your face, you're rolling opposite, and you got to try to throw it kind of diagonal back across the field. You need to eat that one, throw it to the feet of somebody. That could have very well been picked off. Mount Vernon probably should have had a pick 6 going the other way.
8:48 to play in the half. That'll stop the clock. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Indians. A ball on the Ram 20. And we will have a timeout. This timeout is presented by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop at Mount Vernon are proud to be new sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. What a game we have had thus far. We are not, it really hasn't taken that long thus far. 8:48 to go. This one's going to move quickly.
This is going to go quick just because of the fact that they want to get this thing in, and with all the delays going on, you don't want to have to deal with another varsity game on second part of one on Monday night or Monday afternoon. And again, you don't know what the forecast is. The rain was kind of delayed getting here this afternoon. It was supposed to be here by 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and now that it's here, it's supposed to rain through Sunday evening. So you can't take that opportunity chance. But the thing here on this field here is 3rd and long, 2-down territory. You almost have to keep Mascoutah, Chris, maybe 20 outside the 15, because if they get to the 15, you can have a field goal, and that's the thing for Mascoutah. They have that weapon going on, a 3-0 game already.
See what happens coming out of the timeout here. We'll get you some scores somewhat soon, sooner rather than later, of course. We'll have a score update coming your way in the Second Chance Auto halftime show as well. Maybe sneak one in here in just a moment. Lindsey out, spread wide. Shotgun with a single back. The back to his left will be Preston Ellington. Familiar faces amongst the suspects up front. 8:48 to play here in the second quarter. Man in motion will be Beeker. It's going to be a hand up. Yep. There's a couple of flags there, and he knew that was coming, so he got inside the 20 to about the 18.
2-men in motion. You called it correctly, Chris. It was one of those deals where you had a guy coming in motion, and the back started before the snap, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty. They're 3rd for 20 yards. And now instead of making it 3rd and about 6, it'll be 3rd and about 11.
Blatantly obvious for two guys running at the same time.
Yes, this is not the CFL.
Had a conversation with the CFL last night.
Indoor League.
8:44 to go here in the second quarter. That'll come back 5. It'll be 3rd and 10. 12, I mean.
And I want to say this while we got this penalty being marked out. Congratulations, kudos, and a great job tonight by not only game officials, coaching staffs, and the administration here at Mascoutah High School for getting everybody out and on and making decisions and things like that to get this game going and keep people safe in the meantime.
Mascoutah administration did a fantastic job tonight. I don't think there's any denying that. Lindsey out of the shotgun now. Looking left, pumps that way. Now it's going to come right, underthrown. Young will have a chance at it, but it's caught in the end zone. Robert Pearson able to come down with it in the end zone.
Wow.
Young thought he had offensive pass interference behind him, and that'll hurt the Rams. It's 9-0 Mascoutah at the 8:32 mark of the second quarter.
That hurts. I mean, that's one of those dead ducks that's got to get knocked down, and you play the receiver and not the ball, unfortunately, for Mount Vernon. Ended up being a 6.
And there you have it. You hear the Mascoutah faithful. They are loud and proud here tonight. It's rainy and it's depressing, to say the least. Tropical depression, Isaac, of course. But they are happy in the stands here on the near side in front of us. 9-0. They'll attempt the point after to make it 10. 8:32 to play in this first half. Of course, we'll have your Second Chance Auto halftime show coming up in a short while. Here comes the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. It's good. And it is 10-0 Mascoutah. 8:32 to go in this first half.
10-0, kick good. And unfortunately for the Rams, down. And in a game like this with weather, any point could come through. That's tough to be down 10. It's almost like being down 20.
Where it's video streaming on mywithersradio.com. It's presented by Dale's Harley-Davidson. They trade for anything. No smoke in the mirrors deals at Dale's. Bikes as low as $29.95, a party every weekend, and Dale's is the only Harley dealer in Southern Illinois that offers the 10-year life of cycle warranty. Dale's Harley-Davidson in Mount Vernon on Facebook, Twitter, and at dales-hd.com. They power your online video streaming at mywithersradio.com. 8:32 to go in the half. 10-0 Indians on top. Eerily reminiscent of a year ago.
Yep.
They jump out to an early lead. I believe the Rams tried to mount a comeback and came up a field goal short. Back to return for the Rams. The far man will be Derek Hunter. The near man will be Davis.
Chris, boy, that hurts. You can't. It just hurts. I mean, you've got to make plays, and unfortunately for Mount Vernon, you had great field position. You couldn't get in it when you started at Mascoutah's 34, and you hate to think that might come back to haunt Mount Vernon.
Well, you do hate to think that as Waugh is on to kick. Rams need to make something happen on this possession in the first half. It'll be on the ground. Could be difficult to return. Great pickup by Davis. He's coming right up central at the 25-30, trying to cut to the outside at about the 32. He'll be pulled down, and that's where the Rams will start with 8:25 to go in the first half. 10-0 Mascoutah. Can the Rams muster a good offensive drive?
Need something. Need several first downs. Need points, obviously, but several first downs would help to keep the ball in their hands.
8:25 to go in the half. Second Chance Auto halftime show coming up at the break. We'll have your Heartland Accounting halftime stats. That's all coming up in your halftime show. 10-0 Indians on top. Rams need to make something happen. Young will be split to the near. They'll load up on the left side on the wingbacks with a man in motion. It's Grider. It's going to be a pitch coming near side. There is a flag on the play. Can he get to the 35? Jassim gets to the 35, down to about the 37 near sideline. It'll be a gain of 6, depending upon the hanky on the field.
Well, it's motion on Mount Vernon. 5-yard penalty. 6th penalty on the Rams, so a very undisciplined effort here so far for Mount Vernon in this first half.
You'd think that revolver would be about out of bullets now as they shoot themselves in the foot. 8:19 to go in the half. 10-0. Indians on top, and we'll get you some scores in just a moment. We're tweeting some as we speak. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. You can also find us on Facebook, WMIX Sports. We'll also archive this broadcast on mywithersradio.com, hopefully sometime tomorrow. It'll be on our Justin TV site, of course, until then. 8:19 to go here in second quarter action. WMIX, mywithersradio.com. We near the bottom of the hour from Mascoutah, Western St. Clair County, off of Illinois 4 and Illinois 177. Reeves will be under center. A man in motion is going to be Mitchell coming up the right side. Hurdled over a guy, but still not going to be enough to get to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a no gain.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, and if you're Mount Vernon, you can't get down at this point. This is the case where Mount Vernon's got to dig in and play some mental toughness here as much as physical in this football game. Mascoutah right now feeling a little bit up by 10. Rain starting to come again. Umbrellas back out as well.
They do give a gain of about 1. It'll be 2nd and 14. Ball on the far hash at the Ram 27. Split to the left, it'll be Jacoby Marshall. Wing back on the right to cover up the line will be Grider. Man in motion is going to be Travis Mitchell. Reeves under center. Young is split on the right. I did not see him over there. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, maybe to the original line of scrimmage for a gain of roughly 4.
That play was pretty handy.
That it was. Looked like it might have been Doug Gardner. Gardner, of course, changing the shoes this year. I believe he had those flashy orange get-ups last year. Different style this year in 2012. 7 minutes to play in the half. Still 10-0 Indians on top. The Rams really need to get it going. Easier said than done, though, in this type of weather. Can't say I've ever played a football game in a tropical depression. Can't say I've ever played a football game. Split to the left, it'll be Marshall. On the right, it'll be Young. Reeves is under center. Mitchell in motion. He's looking to pass. He's trying to make it quick. Batted down right up the middle by Brendan Dauber, and the Dauber got it down. 6:41 to play here in the half as that'll fall incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Rams.
Mascoutah's had 21 plays of offense. Mount Vernon right now, they're barely in double digits, about 12, 13. So Time of possession and offense starting to favor Mascoutah pretty handily here late in this first half. Need a good punt with the win. You like to see Patrick get one like he had last time, at least pin Mascoutah back a little bit.
So the Rams having some miscommunication on a defensive substitution. 6:41 to go here in the first half. It'll be 4th and 10. I mean offensive, I'm sorry. Got that mixed up. Bradford back to punt. It'll be a line drive. Looks like it's going to get a good hop as it comes near side, about the 25. It may go down to about the 19. So another good punt from Patrick Bradford. And that will keep Mascoutah at their own 19 when they take over 1st and 10. 6:30 to play in the first half.
You're going to hear me say this a lot, and here it comes again. You need to stop. You need to force something. You need to force a turnover. You need to be in there stripping the football out. Time for Mount Vernon to make a play here to get some momentum. You're kind of the non-aggressive, passive football team right now, just kind of playing around. You got to get out and make a play, make a hit, force a fumble, something to shake things up a little bit.
It'll be shotgun for Lindsey. Here he will hand off. That's going to be to number 9, Preston Ellington, as he busts up the middle, trying to break left to go outside. Gets a gain maybe of about 8 as he – oh, they're going to give him a pretty decent spot there. It'll be
first
gain of
down,
about
baby.
10.
Home spot.
Wow.
Welcome to being on the road. Again, 2 or 3 missed tackles. Again, make a play, knock somebody down, strip the football.
That play call brought to you by Totes in front of us. Looking to hand off. That's going to be a fumble in the backfield. Beaker will eventually recover and be brought down inside the 20 at about the 18. That could be a loss of 12, maybe more.
Yeah, minus on that one. What they got in the play previous goes backwards. And, again, that's an opportunity there for Mount Vernon. Goes by the boards. Get on that football. Recover it. Got to make a play. Football's an emotional, aggressive game right now. Mount Vernon, from our perspective, not doing that right now.
WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. 32 minutes past the 8 o'clock hour. They're going to empty out the backfield now, send Beaker to motion. Beaker will Lindsey will hand off to Beaker, trying to come up the near side, got back to the 20, shook a man to about the 22-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3.
Yeah. Beaker's Mr. Everything. As a junior, we'll see him one more time next year.
Second, I might have remembered him, maybe it was just last year on the football field, but came over here for baseball as well.
Yep.
I assume they will come back to us in 2013. If the Mayans don't have something else to say. 5:10 to play in the opening half. Lindsey out of the shotgun. He will have number 9, Ellington, to his right. Beaker will be in motion coming around. Halfback pass maybe. That's exactly what it's going to be, and that is going to be picked off by the Rams. Doug Gardner with it. Coming up the right side. He had it about he'll be pulled down about the 45, 46. Trying to look over the umbrellas.
Blow that whistle.
There you go, turnover. That's what the Rams needed.
I've been begging. We got to make something happen. I mean, it's time for Mount Vernon to get out there and, again, make his turnover. Now the turnover's done. Get out there and make a play. We got to score. Mount Vernon has to go score a touchdown here. Starting at the Mascoutah 48, second time in their territory, you got to make something happen here.
With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dixon, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 4:50 to play in the first half. Rams will have Reeves under center, Young on the right. Split left, Marshall. Your backs are going to be Mitchell, Grider, and Gardner. It's going to be a handoff to Mitchell, but it's fumbled. Looked like the Rams might have lost it to Mascoutah, so it might be tit for tat on the turnover. As the ball rested about the midfield, and Mascoutah does recover. So a fumbled football. The Rams are able to get an interception to gain possession and lose it on the first play of the drive. 1st and 10 for the Indians. The ball is at midfield with 4:42 to play in the second quarter. And we need to slip in a scoreboard update when we have a chance.
Well, scoreboard update. Things kind of get piled around out there. You have Marion over Mattoon, half 21-7. Centralia Bethalto just getting underway over at Bethalto. Carmi JC postponed to Monday at 6:30 at the half. Chester over Sesserbler, Waltonville Woodlawn 25-zip. Third quarter, El Dorado over CZR 14-7, Vienna Hamilton County. That'll be Monday at 6:30. End of 3, Harrisburg leads DuQuoin 7-0 as DuQuoin is trying to avoid going 0-3 for the first time since 1983. First quarter, Callaway County leading Massac 22-0. A.J. Murphy in a delay with A.J. leading 8-0 in the first. Pinckneyville over West Frankfort to half 14-0. Carterville over St. Joe Ogden 7-zip on the road early. And Breeze Mater Dei 13, Nashville zip. That game delayed to our east, but should be getting underway anytime.
Tell you more about Tony Welch, sponsors that scoreboard update in just a moment. Lindsey out of the shotgun, empty backfield. He's going to look to his left, and he'll connect with Beaker. First down yardage and then some, as it'll be a gain of about 13 depending upon the spot, as he fell just past the far hash inside the 40.
Might be a personal foul, face mask, or something against Mount Vernon. The way that flag came down at the end.
We should find out. Tony invites you to come in and join the State Farm team. He is located at the corner of 42nd South Water Tower in Mount Vernon, or online at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We'll get you a more detailed scoreboard update in the Second Chance Auto halftime show. Let's see, they're pointing at Mascoutah.
Interesting. Never good. There's a lot of conferencing going on with the white hat and his friends. Oh, we go back. We have a dead ball foul, and it's unsportsmanlike against Mascoutah. That is huge.
That is big.
15-yard penalty, moves it back.
Now have a net loss on the drive.
Net loss, so it'll go 15 and 10 is 25. First and 25 because it was after the play.
Wow. With 4:37 to play here in the second quarter, still 10-0, Mascoutah on top. 10-0 your score. A touchdown and a field goal for the Indians. Lindsey out of the shotgun. Where is he going? Looks quickly to the right. He is able not to find. Looked like he had found. Actually, he did find Pearson. Pearson just couldn't hang on as he went one way and the pass went the other. Tried to bring it in with the right hand. 4:29 as it falls incomplete. Left to go here in the second. It'll be 2nd and 25 now from the Mascoutah 47 for the Indians. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Or you can follow us, like us, find us on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Archived broadcast on mywithersradio.com. It's the WMIX website. Find the sports tab, and it's your source for everything sports. Lindsey working deep, has Beekert in motion. They're not going to go that way. QB keeper, he's going up the left side. He can make a break for it. Left Gardner to beat. He will stay on his feet there at about the 35. Gets down to about the 30. We'll have first down yardage up that left sideline. That was a great break by the quarterback, Lindsey.
35-yard first down on the run.
And they are just moving the chains, sir.
There's not much resistance going on by the white-shirted Rams tonight.
Man. Couple on the right, a couple on the left with Ellington in the backfield. Lindsey has plenty of time, a lot of protection. Armstrong trying to give chase, and finally brought down just shy of the 20. Lindsey tried to go up that left side.
4 minutes to go. Your goal is to keep them out of the end zone. You cannot let them in. If they get in, go up 17, 18, nothing. Be very difficult to come back on the second half.
Pearson will be split to the right. Slot on the right, it'll be McNair for Mascoutah. On the left slot, it'll be Beekert. Left split, it'll be number 4, Austin Waugh, the quarterback, Lindsey. See if the Rams can get a stop here defensively as we fall to the 340 mark. Still 10-0. Beekert's going to get it. It's coming up the right side now as he cuts for the sideline. Finally brought down at about the 15. Good stop out the secondary by Doug Gardner. And we'll roll to the 330 mark. Still 10-0 Mascoutah on top. That'll be third down and short. Maybe 3rd and 3.
Yeah, another good quality run. That's
much improved Mascoutah Indian team.
Yeah.
Looking to go to 2-0. Here come the Indians looking to roll. This one's going to be a handoff to Ellington, I thought. Got to about the 10 on the right, but did he lose the football? Thought he might have, my mistake, but he gets to the 10. Maybe to the 9, depending upon the spot and forward progress.
13 first downs for Mascoutah in this first half. And they are marching it down pretty easily right now. Again, another score here would be devastating.
First and goal from the Indian 9. Looking to threaten again. It'll be to Ellington up, off tackle up the left side. Brought down maybe. You got to bring him down once you wrap him up.
No.
And he will get to about the 5.
Again, you're hitting, but you're not wrapping. And Ellington's keeping his legs churning. He's getting some help from his friends pushing him forward. And that is ending up being some extra yardage for Mascoutah.
The Indians do have one timeout. 2:30 to play here in the opening half. 10-0 Indians on top, looking to add to it. In the post-game show, we'll have a Rend Lake College Player of the Game. Rend Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save thousands as the umbrellas continue to go up.
long as the lightning doesn't show up.
You're right about that.
What do we have a delay for? Timeout, Mascoutah.
So the Indians will burn their final timeout. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon are proud to be new sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Bear with us on mywithersradio.com. We'll try to raise the camera up a little bit. We did a good job, I think, of avoiding them that time. But sometimes you just can't avoid Mother Nature and the umbrellas.
Sometimes you can't avoid what umbrellas and things do. I mean, it's one of those deals. And, you know, one of those things where you've got to work around the fans. As for Mount Vernon, you know, you don't want to say it. You don't want to get too upset, but you got to make a stop. Plain and simple. The rain, the weather it is right now, and then the fact that you are a team that likes to ball control, you give up another score here right now, and it starts to become a major mountain to climb in the second half to come back.
Major mountain, tough row to hoe. You just got to play the cards you're dealt, and the Rams are going to need to come up with a stop. It'll be 2nd and 6, 2:09 to play in the first half. 10-0, Indians on top.
Now, 2nd and goal. And again, you have to be able to keep Lindsey out of the end zone and keep the ball away from him if he comes out.
We're broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. KingCityChrysler.com. Find them on Facebook. Lindsey can't be left too much time. He's been able to make some things happen here. 2nd and goal from the Indian 6. Beekert in motion. It'll be a handoff to Ellington up the left side. Let's see if he can get in. Probably short, maybe about the 3 from where I sit. Wow, got to the 1.
Ellington's had some good yardage.
Yes, he has.
This is the 8th play of the drive coming up for Mascoutah.
So 3rd and goal, and the Rams need to stop here. 1:45 to play in the second quarter. 10-0 your score. Indians, of course, on top and looking to add a nice little cushion to their lead here as we go into the break. It's going to be a quick play in the backfield. Ellington had some trouble hanging on to it. It will be a loss. It'll bring up 4th down. With about 90 seconds to go here, quarter number 2.
At least that helps. Moves him back a little bit. Loss of yardage. Ellington with that negative run, and see what Mount Vernon else can do.
Oh, they did turn it over. I couldn't. A little bit of purple in the way. I didn't know that.
Huh. Yep.
So that'll be huge.
Little turnover, fumble. Couldn't tell. We're dodging umbrellas, lights, reflective glass, and whatever else. So that's huge. Now you got to stop. Now if you're Mount Vernon, want to keep it. You don't want to lose it here at this point of the field. Keep it in your possession. Get out of the first half with some adjustments and take the 10-0 deficit.
1:14 to play as the Rams take over, 1st and 10 from their own 9. Reeves will be under center, a couple of wing backs and a tailback. Split to the right, it'll be Young. Split to the left, it'll be Marshall. It'll be a handoff coming up the middle. Doug Gardner's able to make a move. Got to the 20-25. He'll fall to about the 27, a gain of 18 with 1:07 to go.
Nice run. That gets you out of the shadow of your own goalpost. First down for Mount Vernon in the second quarter. That tells you the kind of defense Mascoutah's been playing, as well as controlling the football in this second quarter. It'll be timeout, Mount Vernon.
So the Rams take a timeout, presented by the Medicine Shop. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon, proud to be new sponsors of Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. 1:07 to play in this first half, still 10-0. Indians on top. Rams trying to make something of it here late in the half. 1st and 10 from their own 26. Nice little jaunt there by Doug Gardner. Went up the right side. We'll have some scoreboard updates for you at the half. We'll also have your Heartland Accounting halftime stats. All up ahead on your Second Chance Auto halftime show, and what we hope will be a productive end of half for the Rams. Trailing 10-0. Let's see.
This, get out 10-0, and you get the ball to start second half. That's important.
Rams will split left and right. Same personnel. It'll be Marshall left. On the right, it'll be Young. Left wing back will be Mitchell. Right wing back Ryder, your tailback. was Gardner. It's going to be up to Gardner again. They're going to try to run him up the right side off tackle, able to break a couple, pushes a couple men forward on that far side, and he's still on his feet as he breaks down to about the 35 to about the 36.
Wow. Another first down.
First down. Did he get out of bounds? He's strong.
Yes. Again, Chris, it's a matter of running the football. If Mount Vernon can control the line of scrimmage and let Gardner and Mitchell and otherwise run the football, it's an opportunity for Mount Vernon to get back in this ball game.
So it'll be 2nd and 1. He got 9 on the carry. 58.2 seconds left to go here in the first half. What will the Rams come with us? Come with this time? Woof. Same set for the Rams with the quarterback Reeves under center. 58.2 seconds left to go in the half. Rams down 10. 10-0. Handoff to who else but Doug Gardner. He got first down yardage and more as he's far hash 40. Down to about the 42, 41-yard line, maybe a gain of 6 or 7.
Mount Vernon has found something, Mr. Hugo.
Well, you found something
for the
here.
Second half as well.
Exactly my point. Sometimes you just need to shut up and let you finish because you're thinking what I'm thinking. Mitchell's going to stand up on the left, dropped by Reeves, and he, if it's hung on to, will be a pick, but the play was blown dead. Deontay Williams was hoping the play would go. .5 seconds left to go here in the first half. So false start on the Rams will push them back a little bit. So another shot in the foot, but going to have to move past it here and try to make something happen as it's 1st and 15 from their own 37-yard line. 7
penalties on Mount Vernon in this first half. That's another issue to be worried about.
Ball will be spotted on the far hash with Reeves under center. Marshall will be split to the left. On the right, it'll be Young. Handoff will go to Gardner again, trying to break for that right sideline. Gets past midfield down to about the 45 out of bounds. And so that, I believe, will be a nice little gain.
That goes out of bounds. Again, Mount Vernon running plays to the out of bounds. Stopping the clock so you don't have to waste time and whatnot.
Was it a gain of about 17 or so? Maybe more? Oh, wow, more than that. Gain of about 18. 32 seconds left to go in this first half. The Rams are trying to move this football. Ball will be on the 46 in Indian territory, far hash. Fresh 1st and 10. Marshall comes left. You guessed it, Young to the right. Your tailback will be, yes, Doug Gardner in the backfield. Reeves is under center. Looking to pass this time. Sideline pass, quick connect. It'll be to Young. Does he hang on? He does. Does he get out of bounds? He does not. And so the Rams are going to have to burn their final timeout with 23.3 seconds left to go in the first half, still trailing 10-0. This timeout is presented by the Medicine Shop. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon are proud to be new sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. So 23.3 seconds remain here in this half, and the Rams, I think, very happy, Danny, to be in a position where they can say they're only down 10.
Yeah, and at this point, driving with 23 seconds to go, it's going to be tough to get a touchdown points here, unless you can get closer. And we'll see what happens. But again, Mount Vernon has found something for this second half.
Second Chance Auto Halftime Show is around the corner. Of course, you know Rams football is presented by Community First Bank. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. .3 seconds left to go. Didn't realize there was a daily limit. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. 23.3 seconds left in the half. Reeves will be under center. Gardner the tailback. Reeves is looking to pass, looking for a sideline pass up the right. Can the man get there?
Yep, that'll
there's going to be pass interference.
Yep. Pass interference will be a first down, Mr. Hugo. That'll move the ball up to about the 30. On that pass interference, a 5th penalty on Mascoutah. And you can see, Chris, definitely a push. There was definitely a push going on.
Let's see what happens. 18.5 ticks on the second quarter clock. It is 10-0. Indians on top. They have a touchdown and they had a field goal in their opening drive. They're going to talk about what just happened there, but it looked like pass interference. Could be illegal use of the hands, I suppose. We'll have a scoreboard update and more coming up in your halftime show. Will we see the Rams get on the scoreboard here in the first half? The ball will move inside to 30 to about the 26-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams. So that play ended up working out, helping the Rams. Tailback will be Gardner. Left wing back will be Mitchell. Split to the left, it'll be Marshall. On the right, your wing back is Griner. Split to the right, it's Young. Reeves under center. Mitchell in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Gardner. Can he break towards the right? He's going to try. Can he stay on his feet at about the 20, inside to about the 15? And we have some action coming on the near side.
Yeah, we got some near side action. However, Mount Vernon's not going to get lined up. This half will end 10-0 the way it looks.
Well, you worry too much about trying to fracas with the guy near you, and you end up hurting yourself. Wow. Both teams just need to get in the locker room at the half. It's the pot's starting to boil over here, and they just need to break this up and stop everything. As we have reached halftime, it is the Mascoutah Indians 10, the Mount Vernon Rams nothing. This is Rams football on WMIX.
High school sports are here, and the WMIX Saturday Sports Show is where you can stay up to date in the world of local sports. In fact, it's the only sports show to be recognized by the Illinois Broadcasters Association as a top feature radio program. Tune us in every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, only on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. The Saturday Sports Show is presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B. You wait on here to hear these words. Are you ready for some football? Dale's helps you put your hands around this season with a free Harley-Davidson football. Hi, this is Matt Watercutty from Dale's Harley-Davidson. Come on into Dale's now through September 1st and be the first to receive a Dale's Harley-Davidson football Thursday through Sunday. We're selling 30 bikes in 30 hours. Plus, with a bike purchase, you'll have a chance to win a 2008 Pegasus scooter. Come for the live music Friday night till 9 p.m. Saturday, free tacos in a bag until they're gone. And free drinks. Save 20% off handlebars, 20% off men's and women's tank tops and shorts. Plus, now, through the 31st, get up to a $4,000 gift card with the purchase of a new 2012 Harley-Davidson. Dale's Harley-Davidson, the longest-running Harley dealer in Southern Illinois, just off I-57 on North 44th Street in Mount Vernon. Call 618-244-4116. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or visit us at dales-hd.com.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I've been a nurse with Good Samaritan for many, many years. One of the best things about my job is knowing that I work for a hospital that cares so much about the community. We're dedicated to attracting the best physicians and investing in the most advanced medical technologies. Whether it's radiology, oncology, or advanced heart care, we provide some of the nation's most advanced treatment options right here in Southern Illinois. That way patients never have to travel far from their families to receive the care they need. I'm always happy when families come visit, and starting in 2013, that sort of thing will happen even more. That's when Good Samaritan opens our all-new regional health center. Everything about the new center has been designed with patients in mind. It features all private rooms and family-friendly areas that make it easier for visitors to stay overnight. I can't wait to see what Good Samaritan does with this exciting new facility.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar. The tradition of fine vehicles and great service continues at Second Chance Auto. They've been providing quality cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs for families like yours for over 32 years. And many are priced under $10,000, plus most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Bank rate financing available with instant approval. No gimmicks, no pressure, just honest deals on great vehicles from your friends and neighbors at Second Chance Auto, living and contributing back to the community they serve. Located on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon, or call 244-4582.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX. The Second Chance Auto halftime show starts now.
And we welcome you back to Mascoutah, the Second Chance Auto halftime show, where the Rams are trailing here on the road 10-7. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Of course, we remind you that for over 32 years, Second Chance Auto is proud to have put families throughout the region in dependable vehicles at reasonable prices. Second Chance Auto, living and contributing to the community they serve. Proud to sponsor the Mount Vernon Rams. Again, we are glad to have you listen. It'll be an abbreviated halftime show. We can tell you the Rams were able to contain the Indians to a 10-0 deficit. Thought they had something going there on the last drive of the first half. But just for all intents and purposes, Danny couldn't get it going.
I think it could not score. And I think late here in the second half, now whether that was attributed to maybe Mascoutah playing a prevent defense, more holes, more gaps to run in or not, the fact remains here that Mount Vernon was able to move the ball late in that second quarter. And that's positives going out here in the second half. If Mount Vernon can move the ball like that and be able to score, that's what you got to have, Mount Vernon being down these 10 points.
Of course, again, a shortened halftime here. We will tell you this is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Second Chance Auto believes in lasting relationships, and that's why generations of families have continued coming back for over 32 years. The largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in one location, most priced under $10,000. It's Second Chance Auto, proud sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. We're with you on WMIX. We're with you with video on MyWithersRadio.com. We'll take a quick break. This is Rams football on WMIX.
Do you feel like there isn't enough time to get everything done? Back-to-school bills draining your wallet? Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon, and I can help. By refinancing your current mortgage to a lower rate mortgage with People's National Bank, you can put some of that money back in your wallet. Stop by today and let People's National Bank ease your back-to-school debt.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The 2012 Chrysler 200 is the fastest growing sedan in its class, which is precisely why only a few remain at King City Chrysler Center. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler dealer in Mount Vernon. With 0% financing for up to 72 months or up to $3,500 in cashback rebates, we expect our remaining Chrysler 200s to move quickly. A top safety pick with best-in-class horsepower and fuel economy, as well as a touchscreen radio, you can get where you're going quickly and safely with a touch of luxury. See one of our sales associates today at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon, or see our selection at KingCityChrysler.com. Also, did you know King City Chrysler is also a rental car location? Whether you want to take a weekend drive or feel like a celebrity on vacation in a luxury ride, Hertz can help you get the job done. You can find them on location right here at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway, Mount Vernon, and find us on Facebook.
Back to Rams football, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back to Mascoutah here at the half on the Second Chance Auto halftime show. The Rams trail 10-0. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Jeff Crow with you, bringing video on MyWithersRadio.com. Having some issues, of course, tonight due to the tropical depression that has rolled through the region. It's forced our camera inside, and we're making the best of it here. We appreciate all the hospitality from the fine folks in Mascoutah. Thank them for how professional they handled the lightning delays here tonight, as well as the officiating staff on the field. We have about a minute and a half. I assume they might give some warm-up time here at the halftime break. 10-0 your score. A touchdown and a field goal for the Indians. Unfortunately, we will not have Heartland Accounting halftime stats here at half. We will have the post-game stats later. Of course, you can get started right and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. Of course, as we look toward the second half, the Rams found some promising things there at the end of the first half in the running game, Danny, and I think they might have figured some things out.
Well, I think they did. I don't know if that was attributed again to maybe the fact that Mascoutah playing a little prevent defense, able to kind of get through and not do things, maybe something along that line. But again, Mount Vernon was able to run the football pretty handily there. And I think that's a big thing for Mount Vernon to see is the fact that, they're able to sit there and run the football. Now, can they do that in the second half? Down 10-0. The opening drive of this game is huge. I mean, it's important for Mount Vernon to try to put some points on the board. A very good Mascoutah team. However, Mount Vernon's been able to move the football, run the football, and with that being the case, again, it's a deal where Mount Vernon has an opportunity to run it and try to get some points. But I think a touchdown here on this first drive is going to be important. I think it'd be more important than that, Chris, the fact that Mount Vernon will have to score again before Mascoutah does, especially in this fast football game that we're playing here tonight here in St. Clair County.
That they will. Of course, Second Chance Auto believes in lasting relationships, and that's why generations of families have continued coming back for over 32 years. The largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in one location, most priced under $10,000 at Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Of course, they are proud sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams, as we have told you time and time again. Longtime supporters of this halftime show as well on WMIX. It is the top of the 9 o'clock hour. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
The best Rams broadcast coverage is right here. AM 940, WMIX Mount Vernon, and worldwide at mywithersradio.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
There you have it. That's who we are. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, Jeff Crow bringing you the video. Avery Barton is back with us at the Mount Vernon studio. 1 minute past the 9 o'clock hour. It is dry in the sky for the most part here in Mascoutah and St. Clair County. Whew. And what a night we have had. The Rams are going to try to make some of those adjustments here at the break. They have to do it on the field. Not enough time to go in the locker rooms or anything of that sort. They have to do it on the field where they're going to have to make those adjustments. We'll see what they do and what they come with in the second half. Of course, Mascoutah had a nice opening drive to start the game. It ended in a field goal, but then got a touchdown later. After a tit-for-tat turnover, the Rams, I believe, forced an interception, then fumbled the football in the first drive. Mascoutah, of course, has 10 points on the night. Rams had a chance there on a final drive, just did not have enough time to work with on the clock, but did discover their running game. And I think by running it off tackle, trying to run through the gaps up the middle, I really think they saw something there, and maybe we might see more of that as it was productive towards the end of that second quarter.
I think you're going to have to run off tackle. You think you have to do those things. If you're going to go on the jet sweeps, you're either going to have to do some kind of reverse, kind of different blocking, or you're going to have to go reverse. The fast guys don't like slick football fields, and that's what we have tonight. Walking out on the field well before the game, well before the rain, this field's in great shape. It's a very thick grass, probably some Kentucky bluegrass with some fescue mixed in to thicken it up a little bit in there. It's one of those deals where, again, if you're a fast guy, you don't like this. So what Mount Vernon has to do, even with their speed in the backfield, is they have to run the football forward in those tackles in those 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 gaps rather than going to the outside unless you can pin somebody to spin that defense off to the side and go around.
And we shall see what happens as we get ready for the second half for Mascoutah. WMIX, mywithersradio.com. We're back on the air on Tuesday night. It's Lady Rams volleyball on the road at Centralia in the CHS Arena. Of course, due to regulations at Centralia High School, that'll be radio only. We'll have audio only online at mywithersradio.com. We cannot bring you streaming video from Centralia. We will be on the road at Woodlawn for Lady Rams volleyball on Thursday, before heading to Triad as we stay in our 2-game Valley road trip here. We'll be on the road at Troy as the Rams take on the Triad Knights Week 3 action next Friday night, 6:40. Barring any more tropical storms or anything of that ilk, we'll be on the air at 6:40 next Friday night. Twitter not our friend right now.
No, Twitter is not our friend.
We apparently have reached our tweeting limit for the day. We tweet a lot, but not that much. We should not be anywhere close.
We have not tweeted that much.
Take that up with the founder of Twitter at some point.
Yeah, the rules I have seen don't apply to us.
Rams will start the second half with the football. It looks like it'll be Davis at about the 18, near side, trying to get to the near hash at about the 30. Tried to break a tackle, got to about the 31 between the hashes, where the Rams will start 1st and 10 here in the second half. And so the Rams, decent field position under the circumstances, have to make it happen now.
We need a 10-play, 70-yard drive for a touchdown. That's what we need. We have to score before Mascoutah does again.
Needs something that's going to change that complexion. We do have a Ram down on the field. Rams football, of course, is presented by Community First Bank. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. We certainly hope everything is okay down there on the field at about the 30 near the far hash. Find us on Facebook. We're there, WMIX Sports. We'll have the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow morning. We'll talk with Clint Turner about Rams cross country. Leading off the program, we'll talk to Jared Shaner of the Mount Vernon Rams. We'll book some more guests as well and see what we have to come with here.
DuQuoin is 0-3 for the first time since 1983. Actually 0-2 for the first time since 83. Thinking already the next week. After losing, they lose to Harrisburg tonight 7-6 at home, so that makes them 1-5 on the new field turf. And first time since 83 they've started the season 0-2. Looking back, it goes into the 70s before they start a season 0-3. They will go to Heron next week and at AJ in week 4.
Get rid of that turf.
So DuQuoin could be staring down the line of 0-4, something that is not in the vocabulary and a generation or so of DuQuoin Indian football fans.
Wow. Unfathomable.
Got that right.
Man, so the Rams will start 1st and 10 from their own 30. Derek Hunter was the injured Ram. We hope he'll be okay. Couple of wing backs and a tailback will be Doug Gardner. Man in motion is going to be Mitchell. Pitch to the outside. Stopped for a loss. It could be a loss of about 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 14. So clock will roll here in the 3rd quarter. Glad to have you with us for second half action. Video online courtesy of Dale's Harley-Davidson. We're glad to have Dale's aboard. We'll clear things up on the video next week. We promise you that. Just the circumstances we're in right now. 11:27 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 10-0. Indians on top. It'll be Reeves under center. Split to the left. It'll be Bradford. Split to the right. It'll be Young. See what happens. It's going to be a double. Nice, as it'll be to Grider. Come up the middle finally after that one. Gets to about the 35-yard line. Maybe a gain of 7. I was a little generous on that. They stop him at the 34. So it'll be 3rd and about 6.
Big first down. Gonna get it.
Need to make something happen here. Can't stall out. 10:45 to play in the 3rd quarter. Rams need a score. They've been shut out thus far, trailing 10-0.
And now we have an equipment issue back there. Grider has to get that chin strap knocked on. That'd be a referee's stoppage of play. Cesar Valier, another final coming in the night, went to Chester and got shut out 25-0.
Oh, my.
So they have lost 40-14 and 25-0 in the first 2 games of this season. Bethalto leads Centralia early 6-0 over to our northwest. Vienna, this is a delayed game, another game. Vienna leads Hamilton County in the first 12-3. They will pick up that game Monday night at 6:30. Tony started that game.
Tony invites you to come in and join the State Farm team. He is located at the corner of 42nd South Watertown, Mount Vernon, online at TonyWilt.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The State Farm scoreboard update. Bradford split to the left. Again, Young on the right. 3 backs in the backfield for Clayton Reeves. It'll be handoff to the tailback who slips. Nearly had his head taken off, Robert Grider. And it'll be a loss.
Excuse me. Sorry.
What? Good thing?
We're back on. We're back on.
Hey, Twitter lifted
I'm
the
out
ban
of the timeout box. I'm out of the timeout box for Twitter. I'm back in the game, folks.
Well, while we celebrate a professional success, unfortunately the Rams have 4th and 7 after that play. Ball is on their own 34. It'll be spotted far hash, and Pat Bradford, ladies and gentlemen, will be on to punt to Mike Beekert. It will stand far hash at about the 30-yard line in Indian territory. We'll drop below the 9:30 mark probably on this play. Woof.
Yep, tough possession there for Mount Vernon. You're not moving the football, getting first downs, and man. Now you got to punt back to
Reeves is out there. Wouldn't be surprised to see some trickery. And it'll be a punt. Here it comes to Bradford. Almost got a piece of it that time. It's a line drive. Stays in bounds. Bounces to about the 36. And that's where the Indians will start. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. 9:14 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Dale's Harley-Davidson. They trade for anything. No smoke in the mirror deals at Dale's. Bikes as low as $29.95, a party every weekend, and Dale's is the only Harley dealer in Southern Illinois that offers a 10-year life of cycle warranty. Dale's Harley-Davidson in Mount Vernon on Facebook, Twitter, and at dales-hd.com, which you can find by going to our video streaming page on myweathersradio.com. A link will take you right to it. 9:14 to go, as Mascoutah takes over. Lindsey's going to keep it himself. He's at the 40 on the near side, trying to break for it midfield. Down to the 45-40. Cuts back towards the near hash. Poke from behind. Can the Rams recover? Who will finally recover that football? Looks like it could have been a tandem of number 55, Tyler Knudsen, as well as number 3, Travis Mitchell.
Thank you very much. A fumble. First down, going the other way in Mount Vernon territory. Lost the grip. Wet football. Mount Vernon takes over to their own 26. Another break for the Mount Vernon Rams.
A bit of momentum. Let's see what happens here at the 9:03 mark of this third quarter, trailing 10-0. Indians on top. I am now a much bigger fan of raincoats and ponchos. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Ram 26. The orange and black looking to make something happen at the 9:03 mark of this third quarter, down 10-0. Reeves is under center with Mitchell in motion. He'll get to the right slot. Spit to the right is Young. On the left is Bradford. QB keeper perhaps. Will Reeves dial number 2 and get to about the 30? Maybe to the 29. A gain of 3 would bring up 2nd and 7.
Start out. Same thing. Just about 5 minutes later. 70 yards. Touchdown. That's what Mount Vernon needs here in this case.
Need to pound somehow. 8:43 to play in the third. Trailing 10-0, trying to crack that goose egg. Moved the ball a little bit better last week against Rochester.
Have moved it well tonight. It's just you're playing between the 20s, which doesn't help you very much.
They'll split left and right again, keep the 3 backs in the backfield. Gardner, Mitchell, and Greider. With the quarterback Reeves under center. 8:21 to play in the quarter. It's going to come near side to Greider. Gets to about the 30, trying to break a tackle down to about the 35, 36. Gain of 7. It'll be close.
Nice run. Close that first down marker. Keep it moving. Keep it going.
Chains look to be a moving. Or will it be 3rd and short?
Should be 3rd and short.
We have 1st and 10 up here. Looked like the chains were going.
Unless they've changed the rules of football on me.
1st down.
Okay.
Well, the white hat just signaled. I was kind of in wonderment there for a moment. There we go. 1st and 10 now from the Ram 36. 8:06 to play. Here in the third quarter on the road in St. Clair County at beautiful Mascoutah High School. Reeves is back under center. The back's all on the left. It's going to be a pitch to the near side to Gardner. Use that body, big man, as he gets to the 40-42. Maybe a gain of 6 or 7.
And
with
now
a flag.
Now, who's it going to be on? There were some issues, as you mentioned, right before half. As half ended, both teams exchanging Labor Day greetings. But there is a penalty flag. Both teams been dispersed. Nike umbrella in front of me has to stand up to show his approval or disapproval.
Broadcasting for the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway, Mount Vernon, kingcitychrysler.com. Find them on Facebook. Also, check out that Hertz rental car they have going on. We'll see what this flag is all about on the near sideline.
It's a 9-yard penalty, a 9-yard run for Mount Vernon. The problem is, I believe it's an unsportsmanlike conduct against Mount Vernon. Now, see some officials with some paper and some ink pens out, and that's never good in this case. The chair about went down.
Yikes.
See back judge with a paper and pen out. That's never good.
That's not good at all.
And now they're going to take the flag. Got to get the flag back. It's a 15-yard penalty, so Mount Vernon will move back. Oh, and again, 8th penalty of the night. You have to keep your cool. Got to keep your cool when you're trying to come back down 10-0.
7:49 to play. We're in the third quarter. 10-0. Rams down. 2nd and what'll feel like forever. 2nd and 17 for the Rams. It'll be Reeves under center, wing backs. In motion will be Mitchell. It's going to be a reverse. It'll come up to Greider. Gets to about the 30-32. Gain of 6 will make it.
Gain
Third
of
about
6.
12. Counter, my apologies.
Yes, count. Well,
not sure what I said.
I was trying to do it off the air.
I got
so
you.
You wouldn't say it.
That's
but,
okay.
You know, hey.
For the next 3 days, I will still have no idea what's going on in reality. Looking forward to Labor Day very much. 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. 10-0 is your score. On the near hash will be where the ball is spotted. In motion, it will be Greider. Reeves is going to roll the right, dumps it off quickly. Nice pass to Gardner.
Well,
almost got back to the original line.
Well, that's what I said. First pass from Mount Vernon for completion goes for 0 yards. So they still have 0 yards passing on the evening.
That'll bring up 4th and 15.
All this rain going on, football and events will be canceled, as well as dirt track racing at the DuQuoin State Fair if it keeps going like this.
No kidding.
Yep.
See where the Federated Auto Parts Raceway is rained out for tomorrow. Woof. 6:35 to play. Here comes a punt from number 9, Dylan Reeves. The sophomore gets it off, picked up by Beaker, and he'll get shy of the 40 in his own territory, about the 38. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians. 6:24 to play.
Another missed opportunity for Mount Vernon.
And you hate that because there is so much promise with this team.
It's just you got to make plays. Don't make plays, you don't get nothing done. It's the way it goes.
With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. Lindsay out of the shotgun. Beaker will be in motion, and that's who it'll go to. He'll try to come up the near side. At the 35 now, the 40 makes a break for it at midfield. Cuts back towards the near hash. A foot race at the 40. Purple umbrella at about the 35.
Hey,
what'd you see?
25-yard run. Saw Beaker get around people. Unfortunately for Mount Vernon, they were not able to make the tackle. That's a shame because there are a lot of people that could have made that play that didn't.
6:16 to play. Here in the third quarter, still 10-0. Mascoutah trying to make it here. It's a nice run by Beaker.
You don't want to say it, but I will. Timeout Mount Vernon, and I think the importance of the timeout that was called, game time right here. You got to make a stop. And Mount Vernon Mascoutah scores again, and you go down 17-0. It is going to be tough to make a comeback here.
This timeout's presented by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop are proud to be new sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop. 2339 Broadway in the King City. 6:16 to play in the third quarter. It's 10-0. Rams, we'll get you a scoreboard update here in just a moment. Looks like we have a final or two rolling in.
Pinckneyville goes to 1-0 on their new field turf, beating West Frankfort tonight 14-6.
Nice home opener for the Pinckneyville Panthers. And what is a beautiful facility. You can see pictures of that new Panther facility on the WMIX Sports Facebook page.
I might be able to get more later.
Any other scores or updates?
What do you want?
Along?
I got all kinds.
Maybe a brief one.
Marion leading Mattoon 35-13. Harrisburg beat DuQuoin 7-6. A.J. Murfreesboro canceled until further notice, 8-0. As we said, Pinckneyville beat West Frankfort 14-6. And also another final, Chester over the Red Devils, Assessor Valera Waltonville Woodlawn 25-0, and El Dorado over CZR 22-13.
Scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. More on Tony here in just a moment. 6:16 to play. It'll be Lindsay handing off to Ellington, coming up the right side to about the 30 in Ram territory. Gain of 3. We'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Indians on top 10-0. Tony invites you to come in and join the State Farm team. He is located on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower, Mount Vernon, or online at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, or click in like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. 5:55 to play here in the third quarter. It's 10-0 Mascoutah. They have a 2nd and 7 situation. Ball is on the Ram 29. It'll be spotted on the near hash. Split to the right now. It'll be Tim Parks, number 23. Handoff. No, it'll be play action. Looking to roll up the left side. Looking for an open man. Almost batted down, but a nice catch there by Waugh on the far side. Looks like that'll be a gain of about 10.
Body in front of ball. And the Waugh made the catch, and because he shielded the defender with his body, it allowed him to get that first down.
Did a great job on that one. 5:33 remains here in the third quarter. 10-yard completion from the quarterback Lindsay to Waugh on the left side. This time in motion. It's going to be a drop snap. Can the Rams pick it up? Do they recover?
Yes.
Looks like they do. Some trouble on the snap, and it looked like getting in on that one was number 74, Justin Armstrong.
Nice turnover. There's another chance here for Mount Vernon. That is the 4th turnover for Mascoutah in the game. And again, you can't say they haven't given Mount Vernon opportunities. Plenty of chances for Mount Vernon here tonight. Again, starting right in that same general vicinity here in this third quarter.
This is kind of what happened last year, if I remember. Rams got down. Rams made mistakes. Mascoutah let him back in and just couldn't close. So let's see. Hopefully they can open, first of all, and then close. 5:23 to go here in the third quarter. Reeves under center will lead his team. Ball on their own 25, 1st and 10 on the fumble recovery. Have to wait for that last man to get in. It'll be Jacoby Marshall.
It's hard to play 10 on 11.
That it is. Reeves looking for the quick pass. It'll be tipped out of the reach of Doug Gardner. There'll be a flag on the far sideline.
Yeah, could have been intercepted. Mount Vernon catches a break. Now we'll see what the flag is near the Mount Vernon sideline is for. Neutral zone infraction, maybe a movement, maybe an illegal formation. We will see who they'll talk to.
We'll pick a player of the game in the post-game show. It's presented by Renlight College. Renlight College, where you can get a quality education and save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu to see which program is right for you.
We have the official coming over toward the Mascoutah. Now they're going to come over here and talk. And late substitution will be a 5-yard penalty. That's the 9th penalty on Mount Vernon. That's one of those you had to come in. You have to start with so many men in the huddle, and one guy left, and they came back in. That's what the illegal substitution penalty is for.
Oh, man, oh, man. 5:19 to play here in the third quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. Mascoutah on top, trying to keep it that way. So the penalty will be declined. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Rams.
They'll take the play.
So Marshall will be split left, split to the right. It'll be Young. Same 3 backs in the backfield. It's going to be a counter this time to Grider, right up the middle. He's looking to break for it, trying to split the defense as he gets to the 45 far hash, down to the 46.
Very nice.
Gain of 21 will bring up 1st and 10.
20-yard run for the first down, and on that counter, also known as the buck trap in many circles, depends on what you want to use it, because it happens in the a gap on either side of the center. Grider gets 20 yards and a first down.
5:10 to play here in the third quarter. Still 10-0, but the Rams are really looking to try to threaten here. Need to keep that gun in the holster, Barney Fife.
One bullet only.
You betcha. Reeves is under center. Grider will be in motion. They're going to pitch it this time. Let's see. Loss of 7 will bring up 2nd and 17. Trying to come to the near sideline to break out for it. Hasn't worked yet tonight, and the Rams pay for it there.
Going to the well one too many times, and teams figure that out quickly. And sometimes high school kids have a tendency to give away things. And you hate to say it, and I will. It seemed like that time Grider lined up, and he had that tendency he was going to get the football and acted like it even before the snap.
4:30 remains here in the quarter. See what Coach Shaner and the Rams come with here. 4:22 to go. Third quarter action, down 10. It's 10-0. In motion, it'll be another counter. This time to Grider. It's worked before. Why not go with it again? They get to the original line of scrimmage +1. Gain of 8 will bring up 3rd and 9. Thereabouts.
2 down territory, down 10. Clock rolls under 4 minutes here in the third. And Gupple, need a first down. Got to keep going. You have to almost score on this drive because by the time you get the ball back, your time may be limited in this game to try to get a go-ahead score.
It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Rams from their own 48-yard line. Ball spotted inside the near hash. Jacoby Marshall left, split right. It'll be Young. Your wingbacks from far to near are Grider and Mitchell with the tailback Gardner. We haven't seen his number called in a while. Reeves looking to pass, looking for a quick connect to Young. He will get first down yardage just outside the 40 at the 41. So a gain of about 7
for a first
9.
down.
Even. Learn how to add, Hugo.
Nope.
I forgot my pass midfield
That
math
was our
there
first
for a
pass
second.
for completion
Yes,
yardage?
it was.
My
That's why I was caught off guard.
Impressive. Second pass caught, first one for positive yardage on that first down.
So let's see
I
if
was shocked by that myself.
Let's see if the Rams can quote-unquote keep it continue here. 3:24 rolls off of the clock in the third. Down 10. It's 10-0 Mascoutah. Same set, same personnel with Mitchell in motion this time. It's going to be a counter to Grider. Looking to go up the gut along that far hash. Maybe a gain of 9. He got past the 35. Down to about the 33 is where I'm going to spot it. It would be 2nd and 1 if the case.
Mascoutah's got to call timeout. They are reeling right now. Their defense right now not reacting to the motion, and their linebackers are biting hard on the fakes that Mount Vernon's applying at the line of scrimmage.
Medicine Shop timeout. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon are proud to be new sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. 3:06 left to go in the third quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're glad to have you on WMIX. We're glad to have you on mywithersradio.com. Having some internet issues here in the Metro
Oh, we're
East.
good. We're good. We're good.
I am now.
I am too. I got out of the penalty box.
So Any updates?
Oh, gosh. Mount Marion leads Mattoon in the fourth, 35-13 with about 6 to go. Chester beat Cesarville, Waltonville, Woodlawn 25-zip, and El Dorado beat CZR 22-13. Carmi JC will start brand new and at the start Monday at 6:30, and Vienna leads Hamilton County 12-3 in the second quarter. They'll finish that game Monday at 6:30. We'll get to some more later to keep you on the edge of your seat.
Tony Wilt scoreboard update. We'll have plenty more of those to come throughout the year even. 3:06 to play here. We'll come out of the timeout. Rams will have it. Oh, they didn't get quite as good a spot as I did. So it'll be second and a short 3. Reeves looking to his left, now to his right, trying to throw the fade, and that's going to be overthrown at about the 10. His man was about at the 12.
Not a bad idea. You had 10 guys in the box that time from Mascoutah. One guy went with the receiver. It's not a bad play to try that down play, that go route out there, fade. A lot of people call it different terms. To get it down the field, try to stretch it out.
Well, thought outside the box, literally and figuratively. Now we're at the 3:01 mark.
Now we'll see what Mascoutah does. I would think they're going to bring 10 guys in the box. They have to put corners out on the side receivers for Mount Vernon, but there's still 11 in a box within 10 yards of line of scrimmage.
And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Looks like Reeves has enough from where I stand. Oh, it just hit me. That's a gain of about 4, maybe first down yardage from where we are.
Yes.
I just
from our view in the press box.
I now understand things.
You're welcome.
Wow. Woof.
Yes.
2:40 to play here in the third quarter. The Rams will have a 4th and short. Wow, that's a bad spot.
They're on the road, babe.
That's true. We'll drop below the 2:30 mark here in the third. What do you go with now? Oh, they're stacking them up in the box, and they're ready to pounce for the Indians defensively. Man in motion is going to be Mitchell. They're going to go with Reeves again. Does he get pushed back? Looks like he does. That was on 4th and short.
Wow. They didn't get a good spot, and then Reeves got absolutely stuffed. They ran the quarterback keeper to play before, and then Mount Vernon went back to the well again and tried it again, and he was stuffed underneath in the line right in the middle. He didn't wait. He really didn't wait for his lineman, Chris, to go ahead. He kind of took it forward behind the center, got stuffed, and on that you have to take the snap and pause for a brief second before you pick one gap or the 2 gap, left or right of the center, and then Mount Vernon turns it over.
2:16 remaining here in the third quarter. Still a 10-0 ball game. Turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians now. Lindsay some time to work with and plenty of field. He will look for a quick strike here on the right side, rather to Beaker. Trying to make it up the sideline down to the 40-45. Stays on his feet about midfield where he's brought out of bounds on the near sideline. Looks like Jacoby Marshall made the tackle out of bounds. A 12-yard run will bring up 1st and 10.
Another run. Again, Mount Vernon's defense being asked again to make a stop. You keep hoping you don't have to do that time and time again, but boy, oh boy, the defense is really being relied on here a little too much in game 2 this week.
So shy of midfield by a yard. 2:08 to go here in the third. 10-0. Mascoutah on top. Rams, technically, I'll figure some more on that, maybe debut that, crack that factoid later. It's going to be a quick handoff.
Nothing.
Ellington, maybe a loss of 1 on that, as he's pulled down at about the 48. Would be 2nd 11 as we drop below the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Lindsay is back to pass. Looks to his right. It's complete, and it's complete quickly for a gain of about a few on the near side. Maybe a gain of about 13. It'll be 1st down yardage as it was complete up the right to Robert Pearson. It'll be another 1st down for Mascoutah.
See a lot of white jerseys fatiguing out there, Chris. And you can see they've been asked to do a lot here this evening, and they're really wearing down. A lot of hands on hips right now.
We're looking forward to those Heartland Accounting postgame stats in the Schmidt Chevy postgame show. A minute 24 remains here in the third quarter.
That's why you're a pro. You can read that sentence.
Should have heard me drop something earlier.
Yes.
At the office. 1:14 to go here in the third, and it's going to be QB keeper for Lindsay. He had a couple of jersey tugs, but manages to get back past the 40 down to about the 38, gain of 2. Yeah. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was lucky that he was able to keep that ball in his hands. He had it in his arm, and it got bent back a little bit. Lucky he didn't fumble the football.
A drop below the minute mark here. Williamson will come off defensively. Looks like we have Young, Davis. Wyman Cantley's out there. Justin Armstrong, of course. Now I'm talking about the line. Defensively for the Rams. I also thought I saw Josh Brinson. Here we go, up the left side. Oh, and breaking a tackle is number 9, Preston Ellington, trying to get to the left, but he's brought back again. Looked like he was going to get away, but I think he did get first down yardage.
Yep, he did.
Got to the 30.
He did. Boy, missed tackles from Mount Vernon have hurt the Rams here this evening.
Of course, Nathan Ford out there for the Rams as well on that defensive line. Try to name some of the kids we normally don't get a name. Jacoby Marshall's out there defensively. I think I see Kyle Nelson as a inside linebacker, middle linebacker. And Lindsey looking to keep it himself. Trying to go up the middle between the hashes. Might have got a nickel out there.
Looked like it.
It'd bring up second and about half from the 35 if they get progress where I thought it went. And that should bring us to the end of the third quarter. We're broadcasting from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios driven by Ford Square. We're at the end of 3. The Mascoutah Indians 10, the Mount Vernon Rams nothing. This is Rams football on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Iowa. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rend Lake College's Adult Volunteer Literacy Program is looking for volunteers to help stop adult illiteracy. Give the gift of reading and be a hero forever. RLC will provide you with training and materials to help adults develop the basic reading ability needed to excel. You can work one-on-one, tutor a small group, or work with students in an adult education classroom. Experience the joy of helping others and change a life. Call RLC's Volunteer Partnership toll-free at 800-369-5321, extension 1342, 800-369-5321, extension 1342.
Mount Vernon Rams football on AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon and worldwide with audio and video at mywithersradio.com. Free services from Withers Broadcasting.
And we welcome you back as we start the fourth quarter from Mascoutah. 10-0 Indians on top. They'll continue with the football here in quarter number 4. 2nd and 7 from the Ram 27-yard line. The ball will be spotted middle of the field, obviously, between the hashes. As we will get started with quarter number 4, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. With familiar faces and new places, bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank's 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. And welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC as we start this fourth quarter. Fourth and a final frame. That's something. Were to happen, this could be to Lindsey out of the shotgun. Pitches it back to the right side for Beeker. Now, as of now, a loss. Trying to come back, bounces off a man, looking to come back near side. Nice block in the backfield. Wyman Cantley gives chase. Here we're up to sideline 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And we do, did we have a flag?
Yes, we had a flag. Can't see it. The white hat referee threw a flag back here about the 20. We'll see what's going on. It is a push in the back on Mascoutah. It will come back, and it will go for about a 10-yard penalty, as that play will be neutralized.
Nice. That was a good job by Beeker, but had some help. So with 11:46 to go in the fourth quarter, it's a coming back.
Well, yep. Big play. Got to get some people to sit down in front of us, Ron Santo style, but
huge play. What you don't know or understand about your existing policies can end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan that meets your goals with your Country Financial representative of Mount Vernon, Sarah Staley. So let's see where we all end up. It was 2nd and 7 from the Ram 27 to start the fourth quarter. This one is going to come back quite a ways. Looks like maybe 15 or so. At about the 42.
A little upset going on to the northwest of us.
Really?
6-0 Bethalto at the half over Centralia.
Well, those Rams, or those Orphans definitely rely on that aerial assault. 11:46 to play here in the fourth. It's 10-0 Indians, and now they have a 2nd and 22 from the Ram 42. Lindsey out of the shotgun with a single back to his right. He's going to keep it himself as he finds a seam. Gets back to the 40. Broke past a man, almost tripped up, stays on his feet at the 30. Coming near side, gets to about the 25. Inside the 20, he's brought down to the 18. And that'll be a gain.
3 missed tackles.
Gain of about 23.
23 yards, 3 missed tackles. Can't do it. I mean, he ran through, spun. It looked like Xbox crazy, and unfortunately for Mount Vernon, you got to wrap. I mean, there's no sense in that going on.
Man. 11:34 remains in the fourth quarter, and that'll definitely pump new life into this drive for the Mascoutah Indians.
Yeah, 1st and 10, and boy, that's a backbreaker, Christian. You have 3 different chances to really put a lick on him. That happens.
$11:26 to play in the fourth. A fresh set of downs here from the Ram 18 for the Indians, up 10. So Lindsey going to do here, he's itching to pounce, and he's going to look to hand it off to Ellington, who finds a seam right up the middle, and he'll go in untouched. From the near hash to up the middle, 18-yard touchdown run. It's 16-0. Indians on top of the 11:10 mark of the second quarter.
Just nothing there. Defense is tired. When you're on the field like this, as long as they have been in many crucial plays, stressful situations, this is what's going to happen. And Mount Vernon down and in some trouble.
Let's see what happens on the point after from Austin Waugh, the 5'10 junior, to make it 17-0 at the 11:10 mark of the fourth. Kick is up. Looks like it might be to the outside right. So it's wide right. It'll remain 16-10. 11-10 to play in the fourth.
You're still 2 scores down. And the thing about Mount Vernon is if you're down 2 scores, you still have a shot at it.
Man. Plenty to talk about tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show. In fact, we're going to start working on the rest of the lineup right now. We do have Clint Turner. We'll talk Rams cross country tomorrow. We'll see if there's a Granite City Invitational to run at tomorrow. First of all, talk to Jared Shaner about this one. We'll have John Shadowins, WMIX sports correspondent, on tomorrow. We'll talk about a couple of the games he went to. We all went to Carbondale Heron last night, of course. We'll talk about that one. Got to see the Terriers and what's in store for the Rams in Week 6. It's all coming up tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show, 8:08 until 10 o'clock right here on WMIX and MyWeathersRadio.com, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Rams haven't exactly been moving the ball quickly. Definitely going to have to start cracking that goose egg now here if they want to have a chance of coming back into this one. It'll be Derek Hunter back to return at about the 10. He's your far man. Near man is is Davis. Wow, we assume will kick. 11-10 mark of the fourth, 16-0. Indians on top, a pair of touchdowns and a field goal tonight. Here comes the kick, and that's going to be on the ground, and that's going to get out of bounds. Illegal procedure.
Yep.
Goes out of bounds at about the 10.
That will help. That'll drive coaches crazy if your team goes down and really gets after Mount Vernon mentally, downs their dauber, and you kick one out of bounds like that. Not good. Here we go again. It's not that Mount Vernon has not had their chances tonight. That's the thing. It's really bothersome and irritating in this.
Stay tuned after the game for the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. We'll have a Rend Lake College player of the game. We'll have your Heartland Accounting postgame stats. It is all coming up.
No points from week 1 for Mount Vernon. Rochester goes down 29-26 to SHG.
Wow. That's one you always wish you could be at. Leonard Bowl 3. Derek and Ken, of course, the coaches of Rochester and Sacred Heart, respectively. Under center, it'll be Clayton Reeves in motion rider. Let's see, it's going to be up the middle. Gardner, they got his number that time. He's not going to get much, if anything. Well, no gain, will bring up 2nd and 10.
Mount Vernon's in a situation, Chris, not a passing team. And Mount Vernon right now not blocking too much. And unfortunately, it's going to take some to get them back into this.
Dale's Harley-Davidson brings you your video streaming on mywithersradio.com. We promise it'll be a much crisper picture next week. Obviously, a tropical depression. Isaac pushed us inside tonight with the camera. Normally, we keep it out and about. I'll tell you more about Dale's HD here in a bit. Reeves looking for the quick handoff. It'll go to Grider between the hashes down to about the 39. It'll be a gain of 4. He thought he kept it. It'd be 2nd and 6 if so.
It did.
3rd and 6. Dale's Harley-Davidson, they trade for anything. No smoke in the mirror deals at Dale's. Bikes as low as $29.95. A party every weekend. And Dale's is the only Harley dealer in Southern Illinois that offers the 10-year life of cycle warranty. Dale's Harley-Davidson in Mount Vernon on Facebook, Twitter, and at dales-hd.com. We drop below the 10-minute mark here. We're in quarter number 4, live from Mascoutah, 16-0. The host Indians on top. Rams with the football, 3rd and 6 from their own 39. Under center is Reeves. Look at that defense, ready to go. Should have a flag on the play. Don't see one. Rolling to his left is Reeves. Reeves still on his feet as he goes towards that far sideline. Gets shy of the 45 at about the 44. It's a gain of 5. Gonna bring up 4th.
Got to move the chains. Got to get first downs. Got to score. Got to get a 2-point conversion. Onside kick. Score again. 2-point conversion. That's the uphill climb for Mount Vernon here in the rest of this game.
It's gonna be a 4th and a short 2 or a long 1.
If you don't get a first down here,
yeah.
Clock
will drop below 9:10 here on this play. 20 on the play clock as the Rams will head to the line of scrimmage. Fourth and a short 2 for Mount Vernon here. Reeves will be under center. Let's see.
Timeout. Yeah, Mount Vernon.
Trying to draw offside.
Like what they did, and they didn't do it. Disciplined Mascoutah team will not jump.
Some medicine shop timeout. Eric Black and his staff at the medicine shop in Mount Vernon, proud to be sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by, get to know the medicine shop. 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. 8:56 to go here in the 4th quarter. 16-0 Indians. Rams are on the road next week also against the Mississippi Valley team as they take on the Triad Knights there in Troy off of Highway 40. You can join us here on mywithersradio.com. Better video on MyWithers Radio next week. Play-by-play coverage. WMIX Radio, of course. For that, we have a couple of volleyball matches coming up. We'll have the Lady Rams at Centralia on Tuesday. We'll be at Woodlawn and Sides Gym on Thursday. Of course, you can find out our lineup for the Saturday Sports Show on social media at some point. We're working on that, finalizing some folks. Rams are going to have to get this first down here. It's 4th and 2. Ball on the far hash on the 43 in Ram territory. Would love to see him get the first down and some. It's going to be a pitch. Left side. Grider, does he have enough? Grider does have enough, and he gets shy midfield at about the 48. It'll be a gain of 5. 1st and 10 for the Rams here as we fall below the 8:50 mark.
Got to go. Got to call play. Got to get it in. Got to run it. Got to get back up to the line of scrimmage. Do not have time to mess around right now. Mount Vernon only with 1 timeout.
Split to the right, it'll be Young. Left, it looks like it is Marshall. Right wing back will be Grider. On the left, it'll be the wing back in motion. It'll be a counter right up the middle to Grider. It's worked a few times before. This time we'll get about 4 or 5. Brings it up 2nd and about nickel. Looked like he got to about the 46. No, 47. All right. So it'll be 2nd and 6 on the gain of 4. Understand we have another guest coming up.
Yep.
A 2-0 guest on the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow. You'll want to join us for that on what we presume will be a rainy Saturday morning.
It'll be rainy.
It'll be damp in multiple ways. 8:13 to go here. Rams trying to make something happen up the middle. There is Gardner up the far side, getting some help from the defense as they push him forward.
Big hits are nice, but don't want to hit people forward. 15-yard gain, first down. First down for Mount Vernon in the 4th quarter.
All the way down to the 32. Brings up 1st and 10. 8:03 to play. 16-0 Indians on top. Rams trying to get back into this one. A touchdown with a 2 could cut it in half. Rams trying to hurry her up a little bit here. Grider will be in motion. It'll be to Doug Gardner up the left side trying to go off tackle that time. Looked like he might have gotten to 30 with forward progress. It'll be dependent upon the spot to see if he gets that 2 yards. at the 7:45 mark of this fourth quarter. Hoping to get some more guys confirmed. Wonder if we'll be climbing some ropes tomorrow. 7:30 marks where we fall here in the fourth. 16-0 Indians on top. The Rams are on the Indian 30. Ball on the far hash. It's 2nd and 6 for Clayton Reeves and the Mount Vernon Rams. Reeves looking back, rolls to his left, has a man chasing. Will he complete it? No. Dropped out of bounds by the intended target there on the far sideline.
Hit it in the hands. Ball drop. We got a penalty flag in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage, about where Clayton Reeves was. This will be interesting to see if it's a hold. Whitecap moving toward the Mascoutah side of the field as Whitecap discusses with the officials. And now he turns around to face us. I am shocked, Chris, that we got this game in.
I really am.
With the way the weather was and swirling and the forecast and whatnot. We have a roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards.
I'm not going to lie, I may or may not have been one of the people wanting to come back Monday.
And Mount Vernon gets another first down, moving the football. If you're Mascoutah's coaching staff, you got to be going crazy saying, guys, you don't want to give them extra yards and whatnot in that case. On that, that's lack of discipline.
1st and 10 on the 16. Rams are in the red zone. 7:14 to play in the fourth. It'll be a man in motion. This could be a counter to Grider. Can he go up, find a gap? He does. Maybe he gets about 9. It's pushed down to about the 6 from my point of view.
That little play's been handy.
My depth perception has never been the greatest.
That little play's been handy, and boy, for whatever reason, Mascoutah can't stop it. They just can't do anything with that, and there's not been much adjustment as far as that goes. Shocked by this.
So it'll be 2nd and a long
See those?
1.5.
Don't buy them. There'll be a rebuy tomorrow at local store.
2nd and 2. Here it comes, looking for Young. Is he inside? Does he get in?
He should have got in. I thought he was in.
His feet were in, but was the ball?
The ball, I thought he was in. Are you kidding me?
It was a pass.
Seriously?
Of about 4 yards.
They did not count that as a field or a touchdown.
Thought he got the feet in, but not the ball, maybe.
Unbelievable. That's called sideline official got caught not paying attention.
That or we were way off because.
Well, I've seen a game where a touchdown was ruled from the 5-yard line back in the day, twice in one game. Won't say where or who, but I thought he was close.
1st and goal from the 3. It'll be Grider trying to make something happen. He tries to get in, slips between a couple of tacklers at the goal line as he went far side, and that'll be touchdown. 16-6 as the Rams are back within 10 here with 6:37 to play in the fourth.
Game on. Question is, you got to go for 2. And they do. They called that a touchdown.
Oh, my gosh, they did.
Seriously?
Are we that dense?
No, there was no signal by the guy on this side. Seriously. I mean, that's poor mechanics by the official in every way, shape, and form.
Oh, wow. It has been one of those types of nights, though.
No, that's poor signal and officiating, not to signal and delay. I know they're trying to get this thing done, but that's ridiculous.
So the Rams get the 2-point conversion.
Especially when 2 guys can't see it from here. I mean, that goes on the officials.
Well,
I'll say it.
I'll just laugh and remember the type of day I've had. 6:37 to play. It is 16-8, so the Rams cut it in half. May not want to put this archive up on mywithersradio.com.
There was no signal.
They just cut
I looked at the guy on the sideline closest to the
that's
play.
what I did as
he
well.
walked in and spotted the football.
Right.
That was his call.
That's all I saw as well. So
wow.
I understand where you're coming from. So the Rams will kick off, cutting it in half.
Won't mention names, but that's ridiculous. That's.
Oh, man.
It's one of those things, again, sloppy mechanics will drive other officials nuts, and that's what has happened here. Friends from Noma Community West won over Decatur Eisenhower tonight, 50-13.
And let's see. I'm not sure exactly what that was meant to have been, but it'll be recovered
pooch kick
at the 40.
over the line. They tried to pooch kick and let Mount Vernon run underneath. It didn't happen. Mascoutah recovered. Now you got to get 4 and out. Remember, Mount Vernon only, I believe, by my unofficial account, with 1 timeout left. So this is going to be an uphill climb. You got to get the defense to go to the football, get there in groups, and strip the football down as you tackle.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square of Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway. Find them online at fordsquare.com, where you can browse their new and pre-owned inventory, or find them on Facebook. 1st and 10 for Zach Lindsay and the Indians. It's going to be a handoff to Ellington. Slips off tackle as he gets to midfield for a gain of about, he got to the 49 in Ram territory, so it's going to be 2nd and 1.
He's been a machine. 13 carries, well over 100 yards. It's where the defense, though tired, they ought to make a stop.
They're asking a lot here. 6:09 to play in the 4th. 16-8 Mascoutah on top, 2nd and 1. Ball is on midfield. They did not give the spot I thought they were going to give initially. And Lindsay will hand off to Ellington again. This time he's going to be stopped short of midfield, maybe a loss of a half. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. This is what you got to do. It's going to be tougher with short distance, but you got to do it.
This is big play, 2 down distance. Of course, if you make a stop here with 5:42 to go, if I'm Mascoutah and I get stopped here on 3rd down, I'm going to punt. Now, what I would do is make sure that Zach Lindsay has an opportunity to run a little option here, maybe with Beekert to the wide side of the field to try to get a 1st down, spread Mount Vernon's defense out.
See what they do. 3rd and 3, ball on the Mascoutah 49. Beeker trying to go up that right side. Looks like he has it. He does. He slips to the outside sideline on the far. Down to about the 40. That's going to be a gain of 10.
21st first down of the game for Mascoutah. On the run, as I said. Big play.
So got right at the 40, so they're going to give him 11 yards on that carry. 5:16 to play in the 4th quarter. Doubling up the Rams are the Indians. It's 16-8. Dunlap, a big win in the Peoria area over Chillicothe IVC, 47-13. We're not galloping. They're just gray tonight. Mascoutah keeping it going, killing some clock. The Rams have just the 1 timeout unofficially. Mascoutah with 2. They won't need them at this juncture.
Nothing.
They're going to get stopped for a loss of maybe 1 to bring up 2nd and 11.
And their goal is to run the clock. And they know Mount Vernon's got 1 timeout, and they have to try to save that timeout for any new drives with the football.
We'll have the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show coming up after this. Heartland Accounting postgame stats. We'll get you one more Tony Wilt scoreboard update, all in the postgame show coming up ahead here at the end of this one. 4:26 remains in the 4th quarter. The Rams trailing Mascoutah by a score of 16-8. Proud of the fans that have been able to hang in here for this one.
Yep, getting late in the night after a 5-day work week.
Handoff will be to Beekert. He's going to try to swing around this left side up the hash down at about the 40. Tackled from behind to about the 38.
They're athletic and quick, and they just keep stretching the field bit by bit from Mount Vernon.
Graham Hinken in on the tackle. By in on, I mean made it. 3:53 remains here in regulation, 16-8. Mascoutah trying to advance to 2-0. And what many expect will be a markedly improved season here for the Indian bunch. Had a great season in 06, one that I remember. Surprised the Mount Carmel Golden Aces here on the 1st Saturday of November, maybe the 2nd Saturday. 4 seconds on the play clock. We're going to have a timeout, Indians. It's a Medicine Shop timeout. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon. Proud to be new sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Of course, stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop. 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Of course, don't forget about Ask the Pharmacist with Eric Black. 4th Tuesday of every month following the 5 o'clock news. You can call and ask Eric your questions about Topics Pharmacy. Good stuff. 3:30 to play in regulation. It's 16-8 Indians. They will have the ball 3rd and 9 on the Ram 39. As we try to wrap up our scoreboard update.
Well,
see what we can get you.
Final, Marion over Mattoon 43-21. Chester over SVWW 25-0. El Dorado over CZR 22-13. Harrisburg beat DuQuoin 7-6. Pinckneyville over West Frankfort 14-6. Carmi JC Monday night at 6:30. Vienna leads Hamilton County 12-3 in the 2nd. That was delayed till Monday at 6:30. Also suspended until further notice is AJ over Murfreesboro 8-0. They have not set a date to play that one.
Nice. We have 3rd and 9 from the Ram 39-4. I almost said Rochester from Mascoutah. Rolling right is Lindsay looking for his man. Could it be broken up by Young? It is. He tips it away as he gets in on that one. The intended target was
great defense.
Number 30, Tyler McNair. Uh-oh. That can't be good.
Good play by the defender from Mount Vernon back there.
Whew. 4th down for the Indians. Ball's still on the 39-yard line. This is huge for the Rams. Unfortunately, that falls incomplete, so you're not killing any more clocks. You really didn't help yourself. Let's see. They are going to punt.
I would too.
You can't blame them. Are they going to pin it in?
Yep.
Nice. Coffin corner, baby.
They're going to have to go Mount Vernon, as I said.
I saw it bounce at about the 6.
We'll have to go about 94 some odd yards.
Wow, the Rams are good at the 11, so they do get a break there. 3:16 to play here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, the Saturday sports show is about booked, my man.
Good deal.
We're solid for an hour. You're on that.
Yeah, go for it.
That's you.
Go for it.
No, I don't have that.
No, I mean, I'm telling you. Not that one.
Yeah.
What we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Anyhow, it's 1st and 10 for the Rams at their own 11. 4th quarter action. It's 3:16 to go. 16-8 Indians. Rams need the touchdown and then a 2. It's going to be a counter to Grider up the middle. Can he find some room to run? No, tripped up at the 20. It'll be a gain of about 9 to bring up 2nd and 1.
This would be huge. This would be one you can put down and maybe get some momentum if you come back and win this one.
Here come the Rams. Quick pass up the middle. It'll be to Doug Gardner. Gets past the 30 down to about the 33. Gain of 13 through the air. Moves the chains. It'll be 1st and 10. It'll pause the clock momentarily as the Rams are trying to breathe new life. Let's see what happens. 2:44 to go in the 4th. 1st and 10. Rams are on their own 32. Reeves under center, man in motion. Who's it going to be? It's going to be a counter up the middle to Grider. They're going to stuff him this time. Gets to about the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A little buck trap play has been used. If it was a shoe, the tread would be wore out. And Mount Vernon uses their final timeout. That hurts. Now you got to go 70 some odd yards with no timeout.
Oh, man. Timeout Rams, of course, presented by the Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop, proud to be new sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Stop by and get to know the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. DC, 2:30 left to play in regulation. You're down 8. You got to move the ball quickly. What do you do?
You're going to have to try some trickery. You're going to have to try some stuff with no timeouts. All your pass patterns have to be to the sideline where you can get out of bounds. You may have to try some hook and ladder along this. If you get some running plays, those plays have to be toward the sideline. You got to conserve time to go 70 yards in 2.5 minutes. You can't afford to get caught out in the middle of the field and watch time tick down, or you have to call 2 or 3 plays. The players know what's coming, so you can get up the line of scrimmage and go.
2:30 to play. Rams will come out of the Medicine Shop timeout. Down 16-8. Back at their own 32. 2nd and 10. Split to left and right. They're going to put a man in the slot here on the right side. On the right, it's Young. Slot man, of course, will be Mitchell. Man in motion's Grider. Reeves is going to roll out, and he is going to have to break away from his man. Gets a chance. Through the hands of Mitchell at about the 45.
There will be a face mask penalty. Defender goes back and got the grasp of the face mask of Reeves. We'll see if it's a 5-yarder or a 15-yarder or how they'll do this. Very frustrated is Mascoutah. The defender went by on Reeves. Reeves dodged away from him, and the defender stuck his hand out, reached for his jersey, but got face mask and therefore got the penalty. We'll see if it's 5 or 15 at this point. See what the official does. The more important thing is the clock stop. They're going to call 15 on that one. Woo. First down, Mount Vernon, 15-yard penalty on Mascoutah. Huge break. Mascoutah with 3 15-yard penalties in this 4th quarter alone.
With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. 2:23 to go here. The clock will roll. No timeouts for the Rams. 16-8 Mascoutah. Shy of midfield. It's on the Ram 48-yard line. And what's going on here? Officials are going to talk
with Mount Vernon about something.
Previous play was an incomplete pass, so the clock shouldn't have started. They're going to put time back on.
Right. So they're going to. If it was an incomplete pass, the clock shouldn't have started,
which we had long forgotten about.
Right, and that's the problem with that case is they got to put some time back on the clock. So now the officials who have gathered too much need to go. We'll walk over here probably to the sideline to the Mascoutah coaches to probably tell them, hey, put this much on the clock. They're going to tell the referee, will tell the side judge, hey, go tell these guys put this much on. We got to put 2, 2, 4. 2:24 will be put back on the clock.
16-8 is your score. It's confirmed.
I already had it.
Hey, did you know 2:24 is going to be
2:24. I heard that once. There'll be 2:24 left in this one.
So just so we're clear, it's 2:24.
2:24, yes. We don't want to leave anybody in the dark about this.
Speaking of dark,
video
will look a heck of a lot better on myweathersradio.com next week, we promise. Better circumstances, better conditions. 2:24 to play. It'll be a handoff to Gardner, trying to go with the middle. Finds a cut there at the 45 into Mascoutah territory. Still on his feet at the 40, trying to break to the sideline.
First down, Mount Vernon. Get up to the line of scrimmage, call your play. Clock stop with the movement of the chains. Got to be on the line of scrimmage, ready to snap that football when that clock starts.
So 2:16 to go. 16-8, Rams are down 8. Need the touchdown, need the 2-point conversion. They'll have a fresh set of downs at the Mascoutah 38. Good run there by Doug Gardner. Need a pin, buddy?
I'm going to get some new ones
temporarily,
tomorrow, I can tell you.
2:05, quick turnaround pass going to left side, in and out of the hands of Derek Hunter.
Oh, my, that was close to a lateral.
Yeah.
That was too close to a lateral, that's
barely
for sure.
Forward.
Barely forward. As Reeves spun to his right, spun back to his left, through to the left side to the Mount Vernon Rams receiver, Derek Hunter. Hunter behind the line of scrimmage, but because Reeves threw it forward because he was behind the line of scrimmage about 5 yards, it was an incomplete pass. Scary lateral that time.
So 2:02 to go. Whew. Yikes. 2nd and 10 now for Mount Vernon. We're in the 4th quarter, 2:02 to play. In case you weren't unsure, the clock had been moved back to 2:24 a moment ago. Uh-oh.
Now you got to get up on the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Reeves took that snap, Chris, lost it, had to go back, rolled on it. Now clock will move. We move under 150. It'll be about 140 before Mount Vernon get a playoff. You got to be ready to go here with multiple plays called.
Got to get something done here. Got to hurry. 1:44 to play in the 4th quarter of the ball game. Down 16-8. It'll be 3rd and 17 from the Mascoutah 45. Need a big play here. Split to the right, it'll be Young. Split to the left, it'll be Jacoby Marshall. In the backfield, Gardner. They're looking for Young on a slant in and out of his hands. It'll be 4th and 16.
Heard footsteps. Stuck his arms out. Ball went off his hands. Didn't bring it back in before getting popped. And we are at the proverbial game. 4th and about 16. And Mount Vernon has to get a first down or this one is over because Mount Vernon has no more timeouts.
Oh, man. A minute 30 left in the 4th quarter. 16-8, Mascoutah on top. Their fans are going to rise. Fourth and 16 for the Mascoutah 44. The Rams are going to have to send somebody else out. They will. Right, it is Young. On the left, it's Marshall. Mitchell will be left slot. And they will have a delay of game penalty.
Well, that doesn't. All it does is make it longer. And I agree. What are you doing? But sometimes those comments by those in the stands are not the thoughts of us.
Right.
We have to mention that.
We do. We have. We will.
And they're going to reset the play clock. And then Mount Vernon will have 4th and 20. This might be time for some trickery, some hook and ladder, some reverse, something you have not done yet tonight. This is something you got to try to do.
Whatever it takes. Reeves under center. Ball is on the 44-yard line. 4th and long for the Rams. This is it with 1:30 to go. Down 8, 16-8. Looking for the pass down the right side. It will be tipped off of the member of the secondary and incomplete. Good tip on the play by number 23, Parks, who came running alongside Mr. Young, and Zane Young will not be able to come up with it. So with 1:24 to go, the Rams will turn it over on downs, and subsequently they will fall here tonight. Unless some sort of miraculous instance were to come about. So we will have a timeout on the field. This timeout's presented by the Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon. They are proud to be sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. Get to know Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway, Mount Vernon.
I got a score.
1 second. We pass the top of the hour. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Mount Vernon Rams football on AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon and worldwide with audio and video at mywithersradio.com. Free services from Withers Broadcasting.
We have a score update.
Villa Grove beat Danville Schlarman tonight, 82-6.
Yikes.
Just final. Massac County lost to Callaway County tonight, 43-28. Chris and I will be looking for somewhere else to go week one of the playoffs on a Friday night. Effingham's lost 2 in a row now. And also,
doesn't get any easier for the Hearts next week. They're at Centralia.
No, so they could go 0-3, and you and I will be looking for somewhere else to go Friday night of the week one of the playoffs.
Yep. Interesting.
Yep. Cardinals lost tonight 10-zip. Mater Dei has beaten Nashville 40-0. They're going to call that one over after 3 quarters, it looks like.
And with 1:24, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians. They're up 16-8. Should be knees the rest of the way.
Knees down, game over. Mount Vernon had every opportunity tonight, couldn't get it done. Mascoutah is an impressive ball team.
Yes, they are.
And are going to cause some damage in the Mississippi Valley, or probably, when it's all said and done, be in the 4A playoffs when it comes down to it.
Less than a minute to play here for Mascoutah. 2nd and 11, obviously. Taking the knee causes you to lose yardage. As we know, there's another knee. They will be able to take one more knee, and it's all over. 16-8 will be your final. Mascoutah improves to 2-0. And the Rams will fall to 0-2 for...
We'll look it up later.
I think the 6th consecutive year. Wait for that final knee here from the Indians. They can take it any time. The play clock is down to 8. Game clock at 19. And that will be your final. The Mascoutah Indians win this one 16-8 over your Mount Vernon Rams. We'll come back with the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show after a quick break. This is Rams football presented by Community First Bank.
High school sports are here, and the WMIX Saturday Sports Show is where you can stay up to date in the world of local sports. In fact, it's the only sports show to be recognized by the Illinois Broadcasters Association as a top feature radio program. Tune us in every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, only on AM 940 and mywithersradio.com. The Saturday Sports Show is presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Whether it's 3G Wi-Fi, in-dash navigation, a power steering rear window, or one of over a dozen other cool available features, the 2012 Dodge Ram 1500 is full of innovations that you may have lived without, but will soon wonder why. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. And for those who might not be tech savvy, the Ram 1500 also boasts in-floor storage bins and available 2-tier center console and the available Ram Box cargo management system. Wow, there's something for everyone in the 2012 Dodge Ram, and now you can get $1,500 rebate plus 0% financing for 84 months. Stop by King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon and see one of our sales associates about driving away in a new Ram or any new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. Plus, see our inventory on KingCityChrysler.com and find us on Facebook.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley. And he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
At Banterra, we understand that banking is a relationship. It's a friendly face that knows your name, understands your needs, supports your goals. Banterra offers a complete range of personal and business banking products with competitive rates and loans that range from small projects to multi-million-dollar opportunities. We offer conveniences such as online banking, mobile banking, and direct deposit. For a strong community bank with exceptional customer service, Banterra is a smart choice for your banking needs. Banterra Bank, a proud supporter of Southern Illinois high school sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
More Americans are on the move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
Red Lake College's Adult Volunteer Literacy Program is looking for volunteers to help stop adult illiteracy. Give the gift of reading and be a hero forever. RLC will provide you with training and materials to help adults develop the basic reading ability needed to excel. You can work one-on-one, tutor a small group, or work with students in an adult education classroom. Experience the joy of helping others and change a life. Call RLC's Volunteer Partnership toll-free at 800-369-5321, extension 1342, 800-369-5321, extension 1342.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Football on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show starts now.
We welcome you back to Mascoutah. The Rams fall here this evening, 16-8. They're 0-2 on the year. Mascoutah improves to 2-0. They get a big win here at home. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show. Of course, don't forget Schmidt Chevrolet, our neighbors actually to the east. 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Find them at schmidtchevrolet.com or Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Centralia, 1422 West McCord. schmidtchevroletcadillac.com. A lot to talk about here. We'll wrap this one up. Of course, we'll also have your Heartland Accounting post-game stats. We'll get you set with one more Tony Wilt scoreboard update. All to come here under Schmidt Chevy post-game show. And Danny Czerwinski, who's alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. Jeff Crow helping bring you the video on mywithersradio.com. Avery Barton pushing the buttons back at the studio. Danny, the Rams showed signs of promise, much like they did last week. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it done tonight.
No, could not get it done. It's really a case of, boy, when you look at this tape, and Coach Shaner, we know he's going to look at it tonight multiple times this week end before practice or before they watch film tomorrow and Monday. It's a case of, boy, Mount Vernon really has to feel like, wow, did we have an opportunity. Just like last year, Chris, very similar game where, Mount Vernon had their opportunities, couldn't get it done, lose 19-6. And then this year, again, an opportunity. Again, I said if Mascoutah scored that first time before Mount Vernon in the second half, it makes all the difference. And boy, oh boy, you look at this game and you think, Mount Vernon could very easily be 1-1. Now 0-2. You go to Triad before Althoff comes over to your place in week 4. Uphill climb before going back on the road to Marion and Carbondale. Boy, it's a tough grind right now for Mount Vernon looking at 0-2 and having to play perfect football to have that opportunity to get to the playoffs.
Now you're definitely not going to find a lot of tougher.
No.
And that seems to be something that will plague the Mount Vernon Rams. We're going to have to overcome it. They're back on the road next week at Troy. We'll be off of Highway 40 at Triad High School, and looking forward to making the return there. 6:40 will be your pregame next week. This is a Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 1421 West McCord in Centralia or 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have your Heartland Accounting postgame stats. This is Rams Football, presented by Community First Bank.
Just about everyone is trying to save money these days, especially when it comes to drugs and pharmaceutical products. Did you know the medicine shop can, and in many cases, offer better prices than the big discount stores?
People need to know that independent pharmacy, in almost every case, is able to offer the same or better pricing than the chains can offer.
Remember, your insurance price and copay is the same wherever you go. For cost savings and great service, try the medicine shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Wait on here. Hear these words. Are you ready for some football? Dales helps you put your hands around this season with a free Harley-Davidson football. Hi, this is Matt Watercutty from Dales Harley-Davidson. Come on into Dales now through September 1st and be the first to receive a Dales Harley-Davidson football Thursday through Sunday. We're selling 30 bikes in 30 hours. Plus, with a bike purchase, you'll have a chance to win a 2008 Pegasus scooter. Come for the live music Friday night till 9 p.m. Saturday, free tacos in a bag until they're gone. And free drinks. Save 20% off handlebars, 20% off men's and women's tank tops and shorts. Plus, now, through the 31st, get up to a $4,000 gift card with the purchase of a new 2012 Harley-Davidson. Dales Harley-Davidson, the longest-running Harley dealer in Southern Illinois, just off I-57 on North 44th Street in Mount Vernon. Call 618-244-4116. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or visit us at dales-hd.com.
This is Joe David Cummins from Community First Bank. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
Hey, welcome back. We're at Mascoutah. The Rams fall here tonight 16-8. They are now 0-2 on the air. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show. Glad to have you with us. WMIX, MyWeathersRadio.com. And here we are. Danny Czerwinski alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. Jeff Crow with us as well. Avery Barton back at the studio. We probably will be getting around to those Heartland Accounting post-game stats here in just a moment. We'll have some scoreboard update coming your way as well. Which would you rather do first? You surprise me. I'll react accordingly.
First downs. Of course, all these stats are very unofficial. First downs, Mascoutah had 20, Mount Vernon with 15. Turnovers even at 4. Penalties, Mount Vernon had 9 for 60 yards, and Mascoutah was 8 for 115, a highly penalized game. Rushing department, Mount Vernon with 205, Mascoutah 226. Passing, Mount Vernon with only 9 yards tonight compared to Mascoutah's 113. So that's 214 to 249 in total yardage as Mount Vernon loses tonight 16-8 on the road here at Mascoutah.
Those are your Heartland Accounting post-game stats. Get started right and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. We'll get you a scoreboard update here in just a moment as well. We'll also have your Ren Lake College Player of the Game. First, we did take a quick break. This is the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Red Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Red Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts. This is Mount Vernon Rams Football on WMIX. Time for the Ren Lake College Player of the Game.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, MyWeathersRadio.com, as we wrap up the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show. Schmidt Chevrolet, about 3423 Broadway, Mount Vernon, online at SchmidtChevrolet.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We have a Ren Lake College Player of the Game coming up. We also have a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update to give you. We'll try to do that here in just a moment. First, we'll tell you your Ren Lake College Player of the Game. Ren Lake College, of course. Where'd it go? Should know that off the top of my head, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
They've been your vehicle to a brighter future for well over 40 years, and we're just going to wing it. You can get a quality education, save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu. See which of those over 100 degree certificate programs is right for you. Our Ren Lake College Player of the Game, of course, we did not discuss this, but I'm just kind of going to go out on a whim and kind of give it to our man Robert Grider. A few counters to Grider up the middle are really what allowed the Rams to get back in this ball game, and just thought that Grider did a great job trying to punch it up the gut and try to make something happen late in the first half and especially throughout the game, and just did a great job tonight and kind of set the tone from an offensive standpoint. So Robert Grider is your Ren Lake College Player of the Game. DC's putting some stuff on Twitter for your pleasure. Follow us at WMIX Sports. We're going to try to give you one more on-air scoreboard update. If he doesn't,
everything. I have it all.
Okay, go ahead then.
All right.
Let's
Belleville West beat Althoff tonight 35-0. Alton and Cahokia will play at 1 p.m. Monday. Halftime, it was Bethalto over Centralia 6-0. Haven't gotten anything new since. Marion beat Mattoon tonight, or Mattoon 43-21. Carmi and Johnston City will play Monday night at 6:30. Chester beat Cesarville, Waltonville, Woodlawn 25-0. El Dorado beat CZR 22-13. Vienna and Hamilton County will play Monday at 6:30. Vienna has a lead of 12-3 in the second quarter. Harrisburg beat DuQuoin 7-6. Callaway County, Kentucky beat Massac County 43-28. AJ leads Murfreesboro in the first half 8-0. That game has been suspended. Still trying to find out when those two schools will get together. Pinckneyville beat West Frankfort 14-6. St. Joe Ogden beat Carterville 50-14, and Mater Dei beat Nashville 40-0. Your scores from last night: Fairfield beat Alvarado Trico 42-8, Heron over Carbondale 60-20, and Benton over Sparta 62-40. So all the games, the scores are in. Only the Centralia Bethalto game is going on. Maybe we'll have something. If not, if we do, we'll tweet it later on at WMIX Sports.
There you go. Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. He invites you to come in, join the State Farm team. He is located at the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower, Mount Vernon. Online at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. That's going to do it for us tonight. We have a loaded Saturday Sports Show lineup for you this morning. Clint Turner will talk Mount Vernon Rams cross country. Jared Shaner will talk about this game here. Jason Roper, Harrisburg Bulldogs head coach, will join us. Jeremy Claudefelder of the Benton Rangers. They played last night smartly. He'll join us. John Shadowins, our WMIX sports correspondent, will join us as well. That all and more tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show. 8:08 until 10 o'clock. WMIX, MyWeathersRadio.com is presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. Of course, it's more than a hospital. It is what healthcare should be. On the air tomorrow. You won't want to miss it. We'll wrap it up here tonight. The Mount Vernon Rams fall on the road at Mascoutah. It's a late one, but it's over. 16-8 is your final. Rams are back in action next Friday night. We'll talk to you then. For Denny Czerwinski, for Avery Barton back at the studio. 13-0 Civic with 10 minutes to play, by the way. Just got an update from the Centralia game. So 13-0 Civic Memorial on top of the Centralia Orphans. 10 to play in the fourth quarter. 16-8 was your final here as the Mascoutah Indians get the win over the Mount Vernon Rams. Again, for Danny Czerwinski, for Avery Barton, for Jeff Crow, for everyone at Withers Broadcasting, on behalf of our great sponsors, I'm Chris Hugo. Good night.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Football on WMIX and watching World